My head's in the clouds, can you bring me back down? Boy, I need it. 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 Cali, 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 Kush, 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 Cali. Cali Kush, pase blon, Cali Kush, quiero fumar, Cali Kush, dime na, 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 na. No to that lick, no to the mix. In my bag, I am the Balenciaga sponsorship. We smoking blunts, don't pass no clip. My head's in the clouds, can you bring me back down, boy? I need it. Girl, don't trip, take a hit, take a flight to Cali, 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 Kush, 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 Cali.
Como Mari todo el día, creepy kush, todo el día. Prende Philly, llévame a la orilla. Playa, mujeres fumando. Mira, tírame blani, esos nalgas de mentira. Tan brinda, que chimba, colombiana linda. Siempre con los ojos rojos de Cali, con mi amiguita Mari.
My head's in the clouds, can you bring me back down, boy? I need it. My head's in the clouds, can you bring me back down, boy? I need it. Need it. Need it. Need it. Cali, 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 Kush.
Shout out to all you gentlemen and ladies that may be here with Andre and Andrea's Love Crossing Borders. Glad to see that you
Absolutely.
guys are
Is
here.
this song back?
Yeah, it is on. I
Does
knew.
it doesn't have okay, got it.
I
I
knew very clear.
apologize. Yeah, because sometimes I see the lights on.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah. You are
Okay.
definitely on. So shout out to all you guys that are here.
Yeah, shout
And
out to everybody.
And we got a great topic for tonight. We've been talking about this off camera for the past couple of days. When it comes to, we often hear people say to us, age gap couples. As you guys know, the difference between Andre and I is how many years?
27.
27 years. She took all my good young years away from me. The best years of my
What
life.
younger are you talking about?
My young years, the young years of the early.
With me, you start your second decade,
My second
your
life,
second life.
the real life.
For well, a lot of people say that that's the real life. So yeah, you part Andre Spence story part 2 Spence
It started with you.
start with me. Yeah, I can say that you took my younger years
Oh, I took your younger years.
because you didn't met me at the 25, 26. No, you met me at 23. So
Three.
just starting the 20s. Yeah.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So, well, as you guys know, as Andrea said, I
Yeah.
started my second best life with her. Shout out to all you guys that are watching live from Andrea and Andrea's Love Crossing Borders, as well as watching from Andrea's channel as well, Andrea Wallace TV. Make sure that you guys subscribe to Andrea's channel also. Tonight's topic is about age gap. What do we have in common? Because quite often people say, wait a minute, it's 27 years between y'all. Some couples are 30 years. Some couples are just 10 years. And a lot of people that don't do age gap couples, one of the things that they complain about is that we have nothing in common. And so the only thing that they can think of is probably, is it music or a particular sport? You know, maybe she wasn't around for the beginning of hip hop and I was, or maybe I wasn't around when she wanted to listen to a certain genre of music. So people often think that we don't have anything in common, and that's what makes age gap relationships look so crazy. But we're here to give you at least 10 things that age gap couples have in common that make us so successful. In many cases, even more successful than couples that are around the same age.
Absolutely, absolutely. But yes, you guys, thank you so much for the people start coming to the live stream. 34 I can say people.
34
Right.
people.
34 people here. And yeah, hit the like button. And yes, we're gonna start with this amazing topic. And also we're gonna start with the shout outs to
The membership, new member, shout out.
yeah, shout outs.
Richard, shout out to you with the new membership. We appreciate that, brother. We appreciate all you guys that are members of
Nubian, thank you so much for being
some
here.
Canadian boys. Let me give them a Canadian shout out.
Told this guy where I was from. He said, "Oh, Canada."
All right.
Theo, thank you so much. Here, hey Andra. And your hubby will be escaping. How to say
In
Chewbacca
2 weeks.
in
Bach
2
is
weeks
Theo's little fuzzy dog.
from now in Florida.
Uh-huh.
I know, yeah.
Pray for him. I know, right?
I told Dre, pour my boo, be in a great, beautiful view next to the beach, the weather, he's gonna be time alone,
And she's been teasing me because I've been looking sad in the face about going back to the States. And she's like, so is it that bad to go back to wonderful Miami?
God.
Is it
My
so hard for you
God.
to go to Miami
Oh,
and talk to your
Jesus.
brothers and spend time with them? Oh, poor Andre.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
Absolutely. So I'm gonna start here with a shout out to
Mhm.
everybody. Uncle Jeff is here.
shout out to Uncle Jeff.
Thank you so much. Dawn is here too. Dornick. There we go. Bobby say hello, James. I have a wonderful time last night watching the five film.
The
double
5 films.
feature.
Yeah. We had a good time last night. We watched the Kung Fu movie with the 5 ninjas, and then we watched the American classic, which is the
Mhm.
5 Heartbeats. We had a good time.
Yeah.
Next week, movies will be Eddie Murphy movies. We'll be having Life with Eddie Murphy and Richard Pryor next Saturday on Rumble, and we'll be watching Eddie Murphy and Richard Pryor in Harlem Nights. So we'll be watching Harlem Nights and Life next Saturday with you guys. Shout out to you guys.
Yes, sir. Yeah, thank you for everybody to coming to the live stream. Andrea and Andrea, you guys are the best on YouTube. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Philip.
Keeping up the good work. And I will visit Colombia in the coming years. And I'll hit you soon for a consultation.
God
Amen.
bless you too.
Jay Fleming, thank you so much for being here.
Shout out to Jay. And we got Bill coming up.
Yes, sir. Wait a second.
Salute.
There we go. Yeah, I try. Andrew's here. Excuse me. There we go. Thank you so much for being here. So many questions to ask you in person.
Yes, sir. I'll see you at the conclave, gentlemen.
Yeah. Okay, you guys. So, yeah, that's the
All
whole
right.
shout out.
Shout out to all you guys once again. And we're going to get started with this particular topic of at least 10 things that age gap couples have in common. The number one complaint that we run across, not just with us, but with other people that are in age gap relationships, that what is it? You don't have anything in common, especially if you have an age gap relationship with somebody in another country. They may be interested in you. You may be interested in them. But the problem is, do you have anything in common? So we're going to talk about the things that you do have in common so you can feel a lot more comfortable when it comes to age gap relationships in another country. We don't care about what y'all do in the United States. Sorry. We love y'all, but hey, this is an international, interracial, intergenerational couple. So therefore,
He's in trouble already.
always. And so what we're going to do is we're going to talk about it from the perspective from a global perspective. That's what we're going to do. So let's get started with number one. number one. And shout out to those who are watching from Andrea and Andrea's Love Crossing Borders, and as well as Andrea Wallace TV.
Okay, I understand. Wrong way. Yeah, Andrea
Yep.
Wallace TV.
Make sure you guys support Andrea's channel. So let's get ready to get started with our notes.
Okay.
First thing that interracial couples have in common is, what is that? A shared desire for stability.
Many younger women are looking for emotion and financial stability. Absolutely. At the same time, older men want peace and security in their lives. The how do you say alignment? How do you pronounce it?
Alignment.
Alignment.
Yep, we
Okay.
align with each other. She's
Creates
looking for
balance.
emotional and financial stability. True. That's just about any woman wants that. But you're looking for peace and security.
Mhm.
You want somebody that you can feel secure with, somebody that's loyal, somebody that's supportive, somebody that's submissive, somebody that's cooperative. She's looking for all these things as well. So this is the first thing that we found in our relationship that we have in common. We're both looking for the same thing when it comes to relationships. And you're going to hear us say this over and over again throughout the night. We were not looking for anybody that was playing games.
I think one of the things that we have in common in these age gap couples is in one point we don't play games.
Right.
Like we discussed this with Drake, and we don't play games at the moment. Like a younger woman decide, you know what, I don't want to waste my time. I don't want to deal with no, I'm not gonna say, you guys, and I know that I said this before, but I don't want to generalize the old younger men. They're playing games. No,
Right.
because a lot of them, they start a family at the age of 25. They got kids. They're responsible husband. Some of them, and the other part, they want to have fun, live life, and that's cool, you know. But when I say like, or especially a younger woman, I don't want to play games, and I mean, oh guys, I don't want to. If I date with a older guy, I don't want that he takes me has a how do you say
A joke.
entertain or you know, like a temporary
Party girl, yeah,
thing.
yeah,
Yeah, I
temporary
don't
thing.
want that, because there's a lot of older guys that they're still thinking like a 20-year-old man,
Right.
and that's not gonna work. It's starting
Right.
from there. So that's why we discuss, and I say it. For example, me putting as an example, I was like ready, spiritual, mentally, emotionally, I want to be stable with someone, and stable at the sense like I want to get married. Like I don't want to play games to be boyfriend and girlfriend for years, which is I never been agree with that. You know, waste my time for 5 years and no commitment or no marriage or no ring. That never works for me. So I was like, I'm ready, and let's see what happens, you know. But I'm not gonna play games. I'm not gonna waste my time. And I was 23 when I met Drake, so I was like just ready. And he said the same thing. Like I'm not gonna waste my time. I'm not gonna how do you say yeah, playing games in this
No.
time.
No, and a lot of you guys are just like us. A lot of you guys have internationally, you date younger women, and the ones that you find that you could take serious are the ones that are like, listen, I'm not trying to go through, have a bunch of men beat up my body, have a bunch of men come into my life and then leave me with disappointment. I'm not trying to go through a bunch of men that say one thing but do something else. There are a lot of women in other countries, as well as the States and Canada and so forth, that are just like Andrea. Why waste time? There are women that's like, why? I'm 23. Why should I just let men sex me to 29 and then I grow up? When I could just grow up at 23 and get me an older man that is parallel to my maturity. Why should I be? In other words, Andrea is one of those women, and correct me if I'm wrong, that realized early, most younger men, not all, like she said earlier, most younger men are not prepared to be with mature younger women. And so mature younger women know they have to skip the line. They have to get somebody that's 10 years older or 15 years older, in our case 27 years older, and they're happy. And one of the things that's so sad, I don't know if they do this in Colombia, and correct me if and let me know, that they always blame the man or make it seem like it's a blame toward the man if there's an age gap relationship. Like, how, why are they together? That is perverted. That he's a monster. He's a creep.
In all culture, and I think that's around the world. I hear more in the States. Yeah, here too, that a lot of people they comment that if you date, marry, or have a relationship with a younger woman, you got a mental problem. You got a psychological problem. You don't have enough
manhood, enough gumption, enough
to not say the word. You know what I mean?
Right,
to not say
right,
the word
right.
in front of the camera. Yeah.
You got enough balls
to deal or date with a woman of your age, or a woman who is 30 or who is 40. And we discussed this one, for example, Brad Pitt's situation. He's 60, he's 61. He's
Brad Pitt,
the same age of my dad. 61. He's 62. Or he is 62. And he is dating with a 20-year-old woman. And I told Dre, you see the comments in Espanol and killing the guy. Why he was TikToks, experts or psychologists. And I say this because it's his choice. He's not dating with a 30 or 40-year-old woman because he can handle a woman, a mature woman, like that. He can't. He don't have the maturity to be with a woman who's 30 or 40, which is not true, because when he was with Angie, he was like 40 something, Angie was like 30. Angie was 30 years old, and they say obviously he used these youngers to manipulate. Like, they create the whole scenario. And I told Drake, to me it's not like that. To me it's like, I mean, I'm famous, I'm still good, in good shape, for B62. He looks good, I got money, I'm success, I already have the kids that I wanted, I was married and didn't work out. Now I want to live life. And if I have the chance to date with a 20-year-old woman, she's, in I know in the States after the 21, but around the world after 18, you're an adult. So you know what you're doing. So what's the problem? So I don't see any problem there. She's 22 years old. She's an adult. She's not a kid or 16. No, it's not an illegal over there. So I told Ray, I don't see the problem. I don't see, like, because that's what the people judge a lot when you date older men. When they call most of the time, not everybody, but a lot of people, they call us younger women that we are with older men, gold diggers, because we date for money.
Or
in a lot of
cards.
cases, or green cards, or residency, doesn't matter if you are from the States or other country or whatever. But they don't know the situation, So that's the part that I like when they make those comments. It's just like, it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense because people, it's just like, I think sometimes they are frustrated, and you see a lot of girls that they post videos. They say, my husband is the provider of the house. I don't have necessary work. I don't have to work. I don't have to be under stress. He's the provider. And a lot of women hate it because he's older than me. And he just spoil me with things, and we travel and we have a good life. And a lot of people hate that. Guys hate it because they judge, because, oh, you're a gold digger. That's what you are. You're a gold digger. Dude, I'm married. I'm not his lover, not his side chick. I'm married. But people hate it. Men and women hate it because they don't have that lifestyle. Men can't provide that lifestyle. A Colombian man is really hard and I maybe I see just one couple is because they have a business already.
Mhm.
But a lot of couples, just one that I see, but a lot of couples, they can't have the life of traveling, go here, go there, go this restaurant. We don't have any responsibility. You guys have responsibility. I mean, seriously. So you judging, you are frustrated because you can have the life. You can go to Europe, you can go to the States, or you can go to not even to Cartagena because you don't have the money. But you criticize others and women that the men give everything. So
Yeah.
that's the part.
That's a good point. Before we,
Yeah, that's the part. Like, sorry, so
Mhm.
so that's the part. Like, I feel comfortable and I feel proud and everything, and I'm like the type of people, like when people do this type of comments, I'm not gentle. Maybe I'm gentle here because I need to be, ladylike, not rude in that sense. But when people make these comments, yeah, Andrea Scorpio is just out there because people just comment stupidity. It's
Yeah.
stupidity, like for real. And I told Dre this, and I say, let's change the scenario. Let's say that I'm the 51-year-old woman, and you are the 23, right? And you're looking good. You are professional, which is really important for me. Professional, family oriented, no kids. I'm the one who I want to decide to live in another country. I'm looking good. I'm healthy. Yeah, I'm gonna take the chance to be with a 23-year-old man. Absolutely, why not? I'm not gonna waste my no. That's the chance. Like, the opportunity is there. Take it or leave it. So I told Dre, if I was you, absolutely. Like, we both are in the same. How do you say, babe?
Scenario
Scenario
or heading toward the
way,
same
or-
direction. Mhm.
Exactly.
And I like how Andrea put that, saying that if she was in the scenario that many of us men are, she would have taken advantage of it too if she found somebody that was young, mature. Like she said, she's the 51-year-old woman. He's the 23-year-old man, but he's mature, old soul, responsible, goals that he's accomplished even at 23. Andrea said, hey, I would have given it a chance too. So she doesn't blame us for seeing the same thing in women like her. And I like what someone put up here a minute ago, even though we're going to go to the comments in a second. He had mentioned something that I said in the past.
Absolutely. I mean, for real. And another thing, like, for this scenario, let's say that back to the scenario. I'm the 51-year-old back in the day, and this dude one, like, he doesn't care about age gap. He is like, still like, I don't care what my family says. I obviously count with their opinion, and it's important for me. And it's important that you have a good respectful relationship with my family. But I'm gonna defend my relationship. I will take it. I will be floating on, how do you say, babe? Floating
Float on air, on
on
clouds.
the air, in the rainbows, like that.
Absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. And I can't find that statement, but we're going to come to it in a
Let
second.
me look. From who?
I forget who it was, but let's go to the super chats first, and then we'll go to the comments.
Okay.
And while Andrea does that, to the super chat, shout out to my man, the sponsor of the night thus far.
That
Thus far.
he's 70 and has been getting
And has been getting hounded
hounded
by the young
Everything you're
ladies.
saying is a fact.
Yep. And shout out to you with the $50 love, brother.
Thank you, Kings. Good
Shout
to
out to
see
Kings
you
of Dreams.
on Petroleum. Happy Sunday, Dre and Andrea. Beat up at the chat. Women abroad realize that high body count will not be successful for them if they want a marriage and children. First of all, when I think about the body count, you can't share my lash. You can share the body count. That is a secret to you and to her. That's it.
Yeah.
No. Yes,
Yeah, I
absolutely.
agree with that.
That's
So wait a
what
minute. Let's make
when I
sure.
made that
So,
comment,
so
people
you're
are
saying
attacking
you're saying you don't share the body count with your man, or you don't have a high body count. What is it?
No, I mean A ver, how to explain this? I don't want to know.
Okay.
I don't want to know.
Andre and I were more or less like that.
I don't want to know.
In our case,
and I think for everybody, and I
don't
think
think
that's
for
included.
No.
I think for the family, because the family judge you a lot.
no, I don't think the family should know. No.
Oh no, that's why.
No, that's
that's
not
why
the-
we need to
yeah.
explain this very well.
Yeah.
And family, I think that's keep for yourself and for your friends, because a lot of people just and I told you this, we discussed it. When you share private things about yourself, you give it the power to others
To judge.
to judge you and control you.
It depends on the type of woman you're dealing with in regards to body count. Because there's some women you do want to know their body count, but there are other
Okay.
women that you like. I ain't tripping. Me and Andrea, we were more focused on body health.
That's
And I mean, before we, not to be graphic, but before we were going raw, but many of you know what that is. We made sure that we both got tested. We made sure that both of us were disease free.
yeah.
We were
Disease
more
and
focused on
pregnancy.
body health than body count. Number dos is a woman gonna lie about her body count anyway. So if she tell you 10, you could double or triple that. If she tell you 5, you could double or triple that. So in many cases, you already know, why am I even asking about this woman's body count? Because I know that she gonna tell me only a percentage, and that's just in most cases with most women.
Yeah, so to me, it's like keep your body count secret. For me, I think it's the best thing that you can do. Is a perfect example. I'm not gonna mention what couple, but a couple, names, but a couple share the body count, and she only have one before her man. That dude she said, I just only have a boyfriend when I was younger. Then I got married. That is you. And he was for months. It was another dude before me. It was one dude, another dude before me. And in one discussion, he said, yeah, because you wasn't worth it when I got married. She was like, what are you talking about? Yes, you have sex with another man before me. So she said, one guy. She said, that's the problem. She told me, Andre, that's the problem. You can't share your privacy even with your own husband.
So, and what she's saying, what Andrea is saying is that in many cases, if a woman is with 100 women, 100 men, or if she's had been with one man,
That was a problem.
depending on the guy who she's dating, she's going to get judged no matter what. Some of you guys can be with a woman. She can say, I've only been with 3 guys in my life. I'm only 24 years old, and I've never been out there like that. I've been in school, but I've never been out there like that. And you'll judge her based on that 3 as if she was equal to the last woman you had that was with 33. And so if you're going to ask, let's put it like this. I'll say this about asking about the body count.
Mm-hmm.
Be ready for the answer you get as a man, because a lot of times the problem is not with the fact that women don't want to tell the body count. Women know that if with many men, if I tell him the right number, here he go, insecure, upset. Well, who was the one dude that you was with? You was only with one. Well, who
Show
was
me
he?
the dude.
Yeah, show me the dude.
A lot of dudes. Show me the dude. Show me photos.
For what?
For what reason?
Now you walking around in your marriage or your relationship with that
you
person
see?
insecure.
You constantly comparing to this guy, but he was taller, but he was black, but he was from the States, and I'm Colombia. And so that means that every time that we see American, you're gonna be looking at another American.
That's exactly how they
That's
think.
why I
That's how they
like
think, yep.
you can't. I see this with
That's how they
my
think.
own girlfriends. I say, do not, ever. I've been with Dre for years, and I never show any photo of anybody that I date. No, that's not gonna happen. And that's why they have a lot of problem with the boyfriends, because boyfriends constantly like, so you date with a black dude, I'm a white. So he's from another country and I'm Colombian. So imagine that he got You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So they already mentally f up.
Effed up. Mm-hmm.
Exactly, because you just show photos. No, there's some things that you can't share. And I think with guys too. Like, I think I never, except your ex-wife, but I never seen photos of the girls that you date in the States or here or whatever. I never
we
seen.
don't.
I don't care.
Yeah, I don't care either.
I don't
care either.
really. I don't care. I never asked to Dre. I never show. I don't care. Which, for example, Andre here do live stream and he start talking stories, and I hear sometimes and I make jokes and everything. But for me, I don't care. I'm not gonna be
mentally,
how do you say, babe?
Disturbed or interrupted or lose your peace.
Absolutely, just overthinking. Oh my God! So Andre did a lot of crazy things back in the day. So no. I mean, it's just like it's not worth it. That's why, to me, like, Andre and I, we don't fight often. We actually never fight, to be clear, because it's really how do you say, babe? That makes sense.
It's just not our thing.
No.
You know, some couples think fighting is cute and arguing is cute. Not saying that we always agree with each other. We're saying that fighting is not our thing. They yelling and being angry and whatever stereotype the Latina is, she's fiery, whatever stereotype that the Scorpio is supposed to be. That's not us, man. I kid y'all not. A lot of times you guys are amazed that the couple that you see on camera, when you meet us in person, it's the same couple. We're really all over each other. We're really happy. We like dancing with each other and talking and conversing. We're the exact same couple. And so you don't see us out in public and be like, well, man, Andre and Andrea, man, they look like they mad at each other. No, no, we just, you know, that's just not us. Let me let you go through the comments.
Yeah, I keep everybody just coming here and everything. But here we got an interesting comment about T-Mac. And he say, in the US, people definitely judge age gap relationships. In Colombia, people judge less. I have never approached a younger woman. Okay, I have never approached a younger woman, but young woman that I have met asked me to date. How old is he?
How old are you, T-Mac, if you don't mind us sharing?
Because T-Mac, you look super young. That's why for me, like, you look like 38, maybe. I don't know what's your age, 38, 40. So
go ahead, take that compliment, T-Mac. Take that.
This is white, Dre.
Absolutely correct, gentlemen. Absolutely correct.
And another thing, you guys, we gotta be conscious. We gotta be conscious if both women and men, if we're gonna date a younger person, we gotta look good. I'm not saying you, I just say in general. Yeah. You gotta look good. You gotta be healthy, exercise, and everything.
Like I often say, just because you're as old as her dad doesn't mean you have to look like her dad.
No.
Just because you're as old as her dad doesn't mean you need to look or be built like her dad. You know, we have to make sure that we get in the gym. We have to make sure we take our whatever medication we need to take, whatever vitamins we need to take, drinking your water. We have to continue to do these things because we have to realize younger women still want to have somebody attractive on their arm. They like your maturity. Yes, they like the fact that you are an investor or that you're interesting as an older man. Mm-hmm. But they also want to have somebody that's attractive on their arm. And you know how women, they like what other women like. They like, and yeah, y'all like that. Women do like when other women notice their man. Yeah,
I don't see any problem.
And so
it's just that I don't want that you respect me. I'm not saying you, but I don't want to be disrespected
of course
in public. But you notice, Tima say this only strange thing is being older than my mother-in-law, but she loves me. Do not worry. Here we got the same case.
Yeah. Yes.
It is what it is.
I don't have any problems with Andrea's family. I mean, literally, me and her dad like this, me and her mom like this, me and her brother. are really close. The rest of the family, we're all close. So it's never been one of those awkward moments. I kid you not. I was invited into the family and have been here ever since. So it was never one of those scenarios where it was like, man, I feel, how's Andrea family gonna feel about it? I didn't think about that.
No, me either.
I
don't really. I don't care. That for real.
If anything, they want to make sure that I was a good American dude. I'm gonna say this again. I said that on purpose. Really, Andrea family was not tripping on the age. They were tripping on the fact that A, are you a good man? And A, are you a good man coming from that crazy country, America? If y'all want to know the truth, because they see all the stuff that we do on the news. They see all that stuff back home, and they see all the stuff that we do in Medellin.
That's the fear
in Cartagena, the women.
Of my family. That's the fear with my dad. Like my dad was really angry, really upset and angry because and I think my dad at some point feel intimidated by Andre.
How?
Because obviously he's so like, oh, he's a spur. He's not a kid. He's not.
Oh, yeah. He's
not a kid that I can just talk and no, he's like adult, and I can't play games with this dude. Especially Andre is taller than my dad. So yeah, I mean, but I understand. I understand because you need to be empathy to. If I have a kid, a daughter, and she's dated with older dude, who's not Colombian, who is from other part of the world, his culture is different. Maybe obviously his mind is different. So I will be concerned too. Like I don't want that you take my daughter as a joke. I don't want that.
That's where Orlando was.
That's what my dad was.
Yeah.
Like he was angry and everything. But that's just like,
Orlando.
I know my dad is angry for everything. Yeah.
Scorpio extraordinaire. So
it is what it is.
Her, Andrea, her grandma, and her dad are Scorpios, and bruh, you can tell. Oh my goodness, you can tell.
Yeah. So, but it's typical in Colombia. It's like that. When you girl have a dad in her life, they're like that. They are overprotective, and that it is what it is.
Yeah.
So that don't feel bad or I think it's weird or they don't trust me. It just happens. You're not from here. We see all the news that happen in negative, all the negative news. So it's just common. It's just part of the journey to just start to build a good relationship with the family.
That's true. That's so true.
Okay. Wait a second.
So we're just talking about number one. Thing that we have that age gap couples have in common is the fact that the woman is looking for security and stability. The man is looking for security and peace. And as long as the both parties are looking for the same thing, that's the first thing that age gap couples have in common that people don't talk about. They, like I said, oftentimes people say, "Well, y'all ain't got nothing in common." They're thinking about fashion. Like my fashion from the 80s and 90s and her fashion from the 90s and 2000s. They're thinking about music. They're thinking about what was popular back then, television shows. Y'all don't have in common. But what Andre and I are saying that, wait a minute, there's a lot that age gap couples have in common. And so the first one, like we were talking about, is that, you want to scroll down now?
We got here.
Is shared desire for stability. The younger woman is looking for a stable man. The older man is looking for a stable woman. We both want the same thing. We have that in common. Number two is
appreciation for traditional roles. Not every couple follows this, but many enjoy a natural dynamic when he provides, how do you pronounce guidance or security while she brings energy and support. Both value their roles instead of fighting them.
Absolutely. Andre and I have no problem with being the old sage or the more mature one or the one that's been down the trailblazer. I have no problem with being that. That's a traditional role of a mature man. Andrea has no problem with being the young energy and the supporter. What do we need, babe? What do you need? You need that? Okay, I'll take care of that, babe. What else we're gonna be doing? Okay, make sure. Okay, I'll help that. Make sure you got that taken care of. Andrea has no problem with being the supporting role of, or the one that's still learning and developing role. She has no problem with that.
Mhm.
I have no problem with acting like I'm a grown man and got some sense in his head. Let's put it where the ghost can get it.
Yeah.
I have no problem with playing the role of a man that act like he ain't stupid, like he got some sense in his head, like he been around this world before, and like he's a grown man. I have no problem with playing that position. Andrea has no problem with playing position like, listen, I am young, I am sexy, I am attractive, I am full of energy, I'm supportive. I am young and I've got life to still learn. One of the things that Andrea can tell you that my maturity has offered her, and I said this way back in the day to her privately, is I have no problem with allowing my wife to develop through life at her stage that she's in. I've never asked Andrea or treat Andrea like she needs to be acting 40. If Andrea is at 20, 23, or 27, I always tell Andrea this, babe, enjoy your 20s because they're going to be gone one day and you're going to wish you had. I know Andrea is mature. I know Andrea's an old soul. I know Andrea's a responsible woman. So when I say enjoy your 20s, I know Andrea's not the type to be going out there, I'm about to smoke some weed, I'm about to go out there and get drunk and be a party girl all throughout my 20s. That's not Andrea. I'm about to be twerking. That's not you see?
Oh
Andrea's
no, ever.
Right.
You're never gonna see him doing me.
And so since I know that Andrea is not wired like that, I know that her way of walking through her 20s is her way, not the way that we assume that all young women will do. Some women are just old souls. And I've never treated Andrea like, well, you need to be mature with this. You need to be mature with that. I don't do that. I shouldn't have to do that. If you get a woman, like I always say, get your younger woman with an old soul. She's mature on the inside. She walks around like she's been here before. Some of you guys try to get a young girl, but she's a party girl. She's still going through her post-teenage years. But when you get a mature woman that just so happens to be young, I'm telling you, it's completely different. You don't have to go through that dance of like they say, manipulating her or training her. I don't do none of that stuff. I've never done that with Andrea. Never had to have that moment of let me train my wife. Never.
Absolutely. Here.
Yeah, there's a no twerk zone in our home. No twerk zone in our home.
No, I think, me personally, I think that is tacky. It's tacky. Do you even need expenses?
Mm-hmm.
I love the fact that sorry, you just don't have a I'm older and I've lived habit of life. And by the Lord's grace, I am here still also. I love the look on her face, knowing that this old dog still got some tricks.
Absolutely correct. Shout out to us old dogs. Shout out to us old dogs. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And you don't have to feel intimidated. You don't have to feel like, man, my woman must want somebody younger. I think one of the things that social media does not emphasize on enough is that there are young women that have no offense, young guys, that have no desire for younger men. And I mean, there are women like Andrea that see attractive younger men and fit younger men, like, oh girl, he's not right. But to be with a younger man for long term, there are women
that's
out
a
there,
bad business,
right?
We discussed that with the girls last night. You know, my girls are, one of them, she's 40, she's 46, and the other one is gonna turn like 38. I'm the younger one, and they say, and they say, we were discussing, and yeah, obviously, like Andrew say, we see it. Even we share, TikToks of pranks or stuff like that, or jokes like that. We do, yeah, cool, or Italian police or whatever. But end of the day, nothing happened. You just eye candy, but nothing happened. Even here in Colombia, younger dudes, what they want. That's it. They don't. I'm not gonna say all, but a lot of them, they have nothing else to offer. And we discussed this because I say like a younger dude, he wants to live life. He don't want to be responsible right now or be established. He can't give you a Euro trip. He can't. He's not in the same level mentally, emotionally, professional like you are. So they say that's so true. Like it's so true. Young Jews right now, most of them, they're not prepared for it.
No.
They're not prepared for it, and that's why I quit. In my case, I quit when I was 22 years old. I was like, I'm done.
Done dating.
I'm
young
done
dudes.
dating with young dudes. It's just like that's when my life changed to see if it's something changed. Nothing changed. I mean, maybe I'm too strict with myself. Of I ask too much, but I don't. I don't. I'm tired to deal with this dance. It's just like, you are with me or not, but don't waste my time. It is what it is.
Yeah, that's so true. That's true.
Yeah.
It really, for many younger women, it's. I like how Andrea put this, and I'm gonna put it where the ghost can get it. Younger women don't like their time wasted.
Mm.
Older men don't have time to waste. Y'all caught that?
Mhm.
That's one of the things that make us so compatible. And when people say y'all don't have anything in common, one of the things that's not on our list that we have in common is time. Younger women don't mature. Younger women that are very attracted to older men, you older men, one of the reasons they're attracted to you is because they don't want to waste time, their bodies, their minds, their peace on men their age that they feel that majority of them are not ready. They don't want to waste their time. Us older men have come to a conclusion, we don't have time to waste. We're over 40. We don't have time to waste. We're over 50, over 60, in some cases with Al Pacino and Robert De Niro, over 70. We realize we don't have time to waste. So we're not playing games because we don't have time to waste. And the mature younger woman doesn't play game because she doesn't want her time wasted. And so that's another thing that makes us have something in common is time. Neither one of us wants to play with time. And other people that try to tell us, well, Andrea should be with somebody her age. Well, Andrea, you should be with somebody your age. Well, maybe it didn't work out like that. Maybe the person who I met after Andrea, maybe that person would have been the person of my same age and would have worked with them.
Mhm.
But I'm not going to throw away Andrea in hopes of maybe somebody my age would have had all the qualities that I already have in Andrea. That's crazy. And a lot of you guys have some really good women that just so happen to be younger. This, like I always tell guys that with Andrea, I don't really look at Andrea as far as, oh, look at me with this, I got a Colombiana wife. I really don't do that, guys. In my eyes, Andrea is a woman who has all the qualities that I'm looking for, who just so happens to be a Colombiana. I don't hang my hat on the Colombian part as much as I hang my hat on her womanhood and her maturity. So it is with a lot of you guys. A lot of women want you because of you, not just because you're American or you're Canadian or you're from the UK, but because of the man that you are and how you carry yourself compared to other men.
Mhm. Pilar, thank you so much for your donation.
Showing love to the channel. Shout out to you, brother.
Yes, sir. We say here, Terrence, he say, hey, Andre, that's funny that you mentioned, okay, that about your wife. I have, and also, and I'm not weird about the other things that you mentioned.
Yeah. Yep. For some of you guys that don't realize, Andre, I did this with Andrea when we first got together. There's a survey, several surveys online that you can have your girl take to see if she's an old soul. Am I kidding?
No, that's true.
When we first got together, and I'd start using the term "old soul," and Andrea was like, "What is that?" And I started explaining it to her, and she was like, "That's me." And so we went online and we looked up one of the surveys on there. Andrea took the surveys, and I already knew 100% certified old soul. Now, one of the brothers put in the comment section earlier, shout out to you. He said, "Well, everybody's an old soul." Not necessarily, because I know some guys, like Andrea said, they're in their 40s, 50s, and 60s even,
Immature.
and they're very immature.
Immature.
They
They
still-
got divorced and they think they are 20-year-old and they're doing things. They're not taking care of health. They do craziness. No.
Yeah,
No.
absolutely. Shout out to E-Man in the building.
Sometimes women close to my age have too many scars.
That's another thing.
Everybody, we got scars in life, and we run into an American woman. We run into American women in Cali that have a lot of anger towards black men from the U.S. And it made me realize where I prefer to be.
Yeah, this dude Petronio. It was T-Mac was telling me it was two instances. It was the instance when all the guys went whale watching this past week, right? And when they went whale watching,
I always say I'm unsingle, but I have known since I was 5. My true wife is not from the States. I know that she's younger, and you all are giving me hope and focus.
Oh yeah. And as I was saying before we go to number 3, T-Mac and even a couple of brothers, Tommy, shout out to Tommy, and a couple other brothers, they went on the Tommy and them went on the whale watching trip.
Mhm.
And there was a few sisters on the trip. Shout out to our girl Tours by D that put together the whale watching trip a couple weeks ago for the Petronio Alvarez Festival. Many of you don't know that Cali, Colombia is close to Pacific Ocean. So they just took a bus ride to the Pacific Ocean, where they was able to enjoy a really good time with whale watching. But several times during the trip, the sisters from the States were starting arguments and almost got into a brawl on the van back. And then T-Mac told us his story with dealing with sisters here at the Petronio Alvarez. And it's not coming down on the sisters, but what we're saying is we're talking about you can have a woman that is mature by age, but not mature by mind. They're not mentally mature. They're not emotional. Many women they may be mentally mature to accomplish goals, to make money and things like that. But when it comes to being emotionally mature, there are a lot of women in the States as well as UK and in Canada that are able to accomplish goals with their maturity. But when it comes to relationships, they are the most immature people that you ever want to be around. And so that's the problem with a lot of women when it comes to if they're mature or not mature enough that you want to be with them, even though they're the same age. Either way, look, before we go to the next one, whether you are a person that's interested in a younger woman is interested in you, or you're into a same age relationship, you still want to get with somebody that's going to give you maturity, peace of mind, things like that. Let's go on to number 3. Number three thing that age gap couples have in common is
focus on quality relationships.
Yes.
By the time an older man seeks commitment and he's past casual flings. Yeah, that's right, flings. Younger women who choose older men often feel the same. They are ready for system and no games.
No game. You want substance, no games. And that's number 4. Like we said, the one thing that you have in common with the woman that you're going to be with is that you're looking for substance, no games. You've been out there in the field. You know what's out there as an older man. The younger woman is like, I don't want to be in the fields. I'm going to say that again. This is very important. And I'm going to harp on this all night long. There are women like Andrea, like some of you guys' girlfriends in other countries and wives in other countries, that don't want to go through the dance of heartaches. They don't want to go through that. They just like, why should I let a man my age beat my body up? Lie to me year in, year out. Why should I shed tears just because we're the same age? Girl, you need to be with somebody your age. Why? So he can hurt me? so he can lie to me, so he can have me crying like your boyfriend who's your age have you crying. There are women that are wise enough to say, no, I'm going to get with me a good, decent, respectful, successful in life, focused, older man, so I can, like I often say, so I can skip to the front of the line. I don't have to go through all this dance right here being hurt. And then I'm 29 and I've got scars and pain and anguish, because instead of listening to my own advice at 23 and get with the older man, I listened to the advice of my friends and got hurt. Now I'm 29 and I've got all this hurt. A lot of women realize I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do what my friends are doing, who are always crying, who got 3 or 4 baby daddies now, who are always not, now they got 3 or 4 baby daddies. They got to smoke every bit of weed that they can because their nerves are always bad. They're not getting the support that they need as a mother. They complain all over TikTok and YouTube and talk about how bad men are. But then you've got the younger woman who gets with the mature man. And I'm going to show you guys some videos. Andre's going to be here periodically, but I'm going to show you guys some videos of all these happy couples that are older man, younger woman relationships, age gap relationships. And they are not going through heartache and pain that many of the couples that are same age going through. Not saying that we're perfect, but we as men who are older, we realize been there, done that. And so is it really worth it? We've seen, I think I was talking to somebody when it comes to age gap relationships the other day. I don't know if it was you or if it was Jeffrey. And I was saying the one thing that older men have that younger men don't have, older men know what it's like to cause a woman to cry real tears that feel like her life is falling apart. Younger boys know that you cheated and or you got somebody pregnant on the side and she hurt. That's that young boy that caused his girlfriend to cry, right? Older men have seen real tears of divorce. Older men have seen real tears of when the relationship is not going well. Older men have seen a woman shed real tears when he was found out to be cheating and he ended up falling for the woman he cheated with. Older men have seen real tears from the eyes of women. And so we are at a place where we're like, man, you know what? I ain't trying to hurt nobody no more. Either I'm going to be single or I'm going to go ahead and be in a relationship. But I'm not about to sit up here and pretend like I'm in a relationship, but still be cheating. So a lot of us older men, we've seen the real pain in the eyes of women that have been hurt several times over and over and over. Young men haven't seen that. Young men, a lot of times, they were the only ones that hurt her. But us older men have seen and been with women that have been hurt by several men, including us. And we're like, man, I'm done with the games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Shout out to all you 80 of you guys here. Make sure you click the like button. We like you. Make sure you like us too. Let's go into the comment section, see if we got any new comments. The man says this.
A woman of the past to the man that gave them. That scares. And if they were if were their husband, that's why they need to get married young.
Oh, women from the past will hold on until the women of the past held on to their man that just gave them that hold on to the man that gave them the scars. He said it was their husbands that I didn't get that, man. You got to rewrite that one. That one kind of threw us off. Rewrite that one for you so we can go back to it for us, brother. Shout out to DJ being in the building. International.
Say, what's up, Andre and Andrea? I'm ashamed to say that I missed the festival this year, but I will be in Cali next week.
Oh man, definitely, bro. Definitely hit us up.
Next week?
No,
this week.
Yeah, this week. Shout out. Well, I'm up in 10 days.
Yeah, play stupid games, win stupid prizes.
Absolutely correct. Let's go on to the next one. And shout out to you guys for supporting by way of PayPal, Cash App, Super Chats. We're going to get to Cash App. Make sure that we haven't missed anybody. Number 4, I said that was number 3, number 4 before, but that was number 3 when it says focus on quality relationships.
Yeah.
Number 4 is
Is love or travel and adventure. Older men with resources and life experience often want to explore the world. Younger bring the enthusiasm
enthusiasm.
and energy to share those adventures.
Absolutely correct. Some of you guys came to the Petronia Alvarez with your lady friends, and she was younger. She came with so much energy. She was so excited. She thought it was just so much fun to be here in Cali, Colombia for maybe the first or second time. And you as an older man got to enjoy her energy, her enjoyment of being here. Or no matter where you go, you get a chance to enjoy that. You enjoy traveling. We love going to other countries. And I love the fact that I'm going to another country with somebody that's young enough to enjoy and have that young energy about it. And that brings that energy out of me, not immature. Now remember, there's a difference between to have younger energy and being immature. Andrea doesn't bring out immature energy out of me. She brings out young, fun energy that Andrea has that I still have within me. That's what younger women do. To whereas if some of you guys who, like I said, let's put it like this. They put it where the ghost can get it. I don't care if it's Petronio Alvarez Festival. I don't care if it's just another weekend in Cali. Every time you guys come from the States or from Canada or UK with your girlfriend, y'all don't never look happy. It can be the Petronio Festival with over 600,000 people like it was last week. And you brought your girlfriend from the States and y'all the same age. And y'all never look happy. I'm telling you, I mean this from the bottom of my heart. Other than maybe a few couples on TikTok, I have yet to see a couple come to Colombia and y'all look happy. Y'all don't never look happy. You couples that come from the States, y'all don't look happy. Maybe your girlfriend or your little wifey look happy, but you don't. Why? Because that person doesn't pull a certain energy out of you when it comes to when you guys travel to different locations. Yeah, you're bringing wifey, you're going to Cartagena, but I don't be seeing y'all happy, man. None of y'all. And so there's nothing wrong with being with somebody younger that helps pull that sense of adventure out of you, at the same time, sense of enjoying life, man. Enjoying life. Yeah, like Volek said, he said, yeah, they brought sand to the beach.
Yeah, exactly. You take a sandwich to a barbecue.
Take a sandwich to a barbecue. That's the first time I heard that.
I don't get it.
I don't get it either. Number 5.
Okay, similar life values, religion, family values, all cultures, tradition often connect them more strongly than age. Okay, than age does. Values outlast birthdays.
Absolutely correct. The values, one of the reasons why age gap relationships work, guys, and whether it be in the States or out of the States, is because your values outweigh your age gap. A lot of people wonder, how is it that Andrea and I get along, but we are 27 years apart? Because mainly we have the same values, whether it be our Christian values, whether it be our family-oriented values, whether it be our business-minded values, whether it be our values when it comes to networking with people, whether it be our values when it comes to being loyal and focused and faithful in a stable relationship. Our values out in this statement, number 5, is very important. Similar values in life. Your value with your younger woman will far outweigh the 27 years, the 25, the 17 years, or even a 7-year gap between you and your woman. Your values far outweigh that. So if you ever wonder how a younger woman could actually be parallel to a man that's going on 58, it's because our values have no age dynamic. You're religious, if you're Islamic and she's Islamic, those are values. If she's family oriented and you're family oriented, those are values. Values no age gap. There is no special type of values for the 60s and 70s and 80s, and then there's a special type of value for the woman that's born in the late 90s, 2000. No, values are values, and those are the things that'll keep you parallel.
Okay.
Yep. I like what one brother said, values keep you aligned. Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Mm-hmm.
That is so right, babe.
I'll let you do number 6.
Number 6. Okay, number 6. Yeah, you're right.
What the? Who,
Okay,
who?
number 6. Appreciation of mentorship and growth. Younger women often respect an older man's wisdom. He in turn enjoys helping her grow. The exchange is mutual, and she teach him fresh how do you pronounce this?
Perspective. She teaches him fresh
And he
perspectives.
offers Testa's life lessons.
Yes. So while we as older men are able to share with our women the wisdom that we have as being older men, women or the younger woman could teach you fresh perspectives on different things that you like, man, I never thought about it like that, or I never saw it like that. Why? Because your woman who's younger can see it from a different lens being younger than you can see it from your lens being older. Both of you have different pair of glasses on, but yet, and you can see things differently. So I'm putting it where the ghost can get it. You can see things differently, and you can share what you see with each other, what you see in life, what you expect out of life, what you hope out of life, what you desire out of life. You know, those type of things are just as important as the fun times that you have together. So to be able to see life from different perspectives, that is extremely, extremely a blessing. I sit back, dudes. Andrea asks me a lot of questions about life.
Mhm.
I do the exact same. Are you kidding? Am I kidding? I'll always say, babe, let me ask you a question. Babe, let me ask you a question. Babe, let me ask you
He
a
had
question.
me the question
Babe,
for the same question for years.
Yeah, I'll ask a question over and over again. Sometimes I'll ask it when she was 23. Then I'll ask her that question again when she's 25. I'll ask it at 27. Or I'll ask her a question about, well, what do Colombians think about this? Or what do people in South America think about that? I get a chance to see it from a different perspective and not just what I think or I assume about certain things. That's the beauty of having a younger woman on your side, is you get a chance to see it from a younger perspective. And when you got a woman from another country, you get a chance to see it from a global perspective when it comes to, what do you guys think about our country? What do you see in our country that makes you guys happy? What do you see in our country that make you guys disappointed when you look at us? You get a chance to ask that from a younger woman. And those are the beautiful things about having different perspectives.
Okay. Like I said, and this one is just, it's truly, it can say here, Andrea, it's true. Because I told Ray, like, and I said, and I said, I think I said in one of the live stream that I see Andre not just as my husband, as my mentor too.
Say that again for the back of the church. Did you say that again for the people in the back of the church? You see Andre as what?
Not just my husband, is also has my mentor. And why? Because Andre, I think because obviously he got too much wisdom, experience in life. He dealt with really hard situations in his life, ups and downs and everything. So he, in so many situations, he takes things that happens to us in every, I don't know, every subject or whatever.
Mhm.
He knows how to deal with, or he knows how to react. And I was like, when I hit my 40s, or maybe early, I hope early, I wish I could react the same way. Like, not get crazy in some situations, like don't, like not let the situation or the stress control me in that sense. In the business side, in the financials, financials, emotions too.
Mhm.
You know, like I want to uh, get that age that I don't take everything in like in what do you say,
Take it too serious. Take
yeah, no,
everything
it's
too.
serious, the situation is are serious, but what I mean is like, uh don't be paranoid.
Oh,
Paranoid, yeah,
paranoid.
exactly. Like be more calm. You know, he is more calm than me. I learned to be more calm through these years.
Mm-hmm.
um but yeah, it's just be more than okay. I learned the lesson, and I know how to. I already know how it's life. I already know the storms, so I don't let a lot of things control me or ruin my day.
And
Those-
let me put it where the ghosts can get it once again for us. For us older dudes, we've been living. We've been living life.
Mhm.
We know this too shall pass. We know the good times of life will pass. And then we know that the bad times of life will pass. We know that the easy moments of life will pass. We know that the problematic parts of life will pass. We are mature to whereas a younger dude, it may hit him hard like bam. Us older dudes, we have gone through so many tests and trials and got so many battle scars of life. I mean, positive learning lessons that when something happens to where everybody else is in a panic zone, us older men are like, okay, let's take care of that. Let's do some homework and research. Let's see what we need to do about that. But what about let's give it a second. Deep breath.
It
Now
happens
let's
a
take
lot.
care of it. Whereas everybody else that's younger than us losing their mind, us older dudes are
Yeah.
like, I've been here. I know how to handle this situation. I saw this situation 3 times in my life so far. I've got a good friend that I can call. He's been in that situation in his life 5 times, so he can give even further advice. And so you have those scenarios. Older men know it is not going to always be smooth sailing. For all you young dudes, I'm here to give you the advice of life. It will not always be smooth sailing. It will not always be easy. And the best of men will tell you that the most successful of the most successful, the most calmest and most peaceful of us are men that have come through so many storms that you don't even recognize that we've come through storms. You don't even recognize when we're in the middle of storms. We've been through so many. We act and react basically the exact same way. We know what is us older men know what it's like to lose loved ones, to lose money, to lose investments, to lose our minds, and to get all that back. We know what it's like. To whereas younger dudes, everything's the panic zone. Everything is ultra serious. And I'm not saying with all younger dudes, and I'm not saying with all older men. But what I am saying is, and once again, I'm putting it where the ghost can get it. We older men say this. We say the same thing that all the older men and women told us. We say this to you younger dudes. Keep on living. If you think we don't know what we're talking about, keep on living. Because we said the same thing to all the older people when we were younger. And we thought we knew everything at 30, 35, 41. And all the older people kept saying, don't worry about it, son. Just keep on living. If you don't believe what I'm saying, keep on living. And Andrea, I like how she used the term mentor, because mentor means I don't have to manipulate Andrea into my evil web. All Andrea has to do is watch me. I'll say that again. St. Francis said this when it came to the gospel: preach the gospel of Jesus at all times, and when necessary, use words. Preach the gospel of Jesus at all times, and when necessary, use words. And what he was saying is your life should be the mentorship or the example in one capacity or another to another person without you having to even use words yet. Words manipulation are often words.
Mm.
Mentorship is often you don't have to say much of anything quite yet. They just look at what you're doing and what you're overcoming or what you accomplished, and when things go good or bad, you're still moving straight forward towards your goals. And that is what mentorship is over manipulation.
Yeah. And I that's why it's just like a learning mode.
You're on learning mode.
Learning mode. So
Mhm.
that's why my family always said like, Andre's so calm. Andre is, but my mom said like, yeah, you see Andre calm. But I meant the Andre when he's angry, he is like type of beast in some way, like he's get angry. I say, yeah, but Andre
Mhm.
not the person who is like me. I'm angry the whole day.
Mhm.
Andre's just like, okay, just few seconds and I just keep
That's
I keep
it.
enjoying my life.
That's it.
With me, I'm angry.
Scorpio.
So yeah, it is what it is. It's my personality. I can change it. God made me like that. So it is what it is by nature. But I say just like that's the balance.
Yeah.
That's the balance. And I'm learning too. That's what I said. When you are with someone older, you gotta learn. If you not learn in all the levels, financially, emotionally, mentally, physically too, you just waste your time with that
Correct.
person. You didn't learn you didn't learn nothing about investment, about money moves, about taxes, about
Like you said, emotions.
administrate a house, emotion. You still the same trash person, and let's say trash, but you still the same drama girl. After him, you didn't learn, like for real. It's just waste of time. And that's what I said. I'm for example, I'm learning, not say every day, but yeah, let's say like every
Mhm.
day. I'm learning that like to be more easygoing with some things.
Oh,
And
yeah.
it's just like with the money and everything, like damn, like something happened with the money. Okay, money comes and goes. We learn
Yep.
that.
Yep.
Perfect example. Last year when we got an issue with the channel with with Muslim money, Dre was super, super, super stressed. And I was about to start a live stream. I never forget that. It was in August, 1 year ago, exactly.
Mhm.
It was in August, and I was about to
Oh, yeah.
start a live stream on Andrea Wallace TV. I was just ready, doing my makeup and everything, half hour before. And Dre told me, Andrea, something's going on with the channels. And I said, what's going on? Like I saw his face, like, what happened? Something happened with Muslim money, like crossing borders. It was 3 or 4
Yeah,
channels.
5. We lost 5 channels,
Five channels.
on one night.
And I was like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna do the live stream, and I had so much fun with you guys. And when I'm done, we're gonna talk about it.
Right.
And Dre that night couldn't sleep well. I feel the energy. I feel like he was stressed. He was overthinking. That's normal, And my way, or my way, no, my job as a wife is just like not put a stress, Andrea. Do not start. It's your fault. This is what happened. It was your mistake. No, my job is okay. What we can do, and pray.
That's
Pray
it.
a lot for both. Pray a lot for the business and everything. And I say, okay, but what's the next step that we need to do? What's the solution that we can do right
Mhm.
now? Okay, it's just like, and all the after August, and now, I told my mom, it's so many things that I'm trying to not say to Dre because I don't want he get stressed. I know that he was writing the
Books.
writing the books. That's the bird. Writing the books and everything. He's super busy. So things that I need to do, I'm gonna do to the side because I don't want to go into stress. I know that he's overthinking when all this happen. And I told Dre, I say the situation that with the channels is worrying, absolutely, because it was 5 years of work.
5 years of work.
5 years of work, and we lost in one night everything. And I told Dre, we start with a less than $500, and we start with two things. Never forget a fridge and a bed, nothing else. We start from zero. So this is not surprise to me, like not surprise. Like I know that um, we're going to be up again. I don't see us like uh we are in how do you say
Impoverished.
broke, or I never say
Impoverished.
I never say that. I told Ray, I never say, even in Espanol, I never, even in church, even to my mom, to anybody, I say, I never say that we broke. That word doesn't exist in my mind, in my vocabulary, right? Words have so much power. So I said, we are in ups and down situation, but we're gonna be fine. And I say, we start with that, just two things, with the asthma pocket, with nothing else, and then we hit $1,000, and then we accomplish so many things, and then we do so many. We create the studio and everything. So I'm not scared. God put us at the beginning of a relationship in really low moment when it comes to financials, but I know that everything is gonna be fine. This is not
Yeah.
scared.
Yeah.
Like that was my lesson. Like, I'm not scared. Like, I
Eh,
already know to pass and support my husband, and not put more stress or arguing or drama to the relationship, because we already going through a not good time, in a roller coaster, in downs
Yeah.
moments.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And the crazy part is, we went from making every month to making less than half of that. Then they making less than half of that.
Yeah.
But do realize, as older men, you realize money comes, money goes, money comes. It may not come as fast as you may want it or need it, but it still comes. Opportunity. Since we lost the channel, our 5 channels, we still have not fallen behind in anything. We actually moved to a larger place in a better community. We haven't
Yeah.
fallen backwards at all. We haven't had one moment of going backwards at all. And like Andrea said, when I first got the apartment, we got the apartment that's maybe 10 minutes from here. That was $300 a month for a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom, and I was still living in the States. Our first piece of furniture was just the television. Was it television or the refrigerator?
The refrigerator
Oh,
in
the
the bed.
refrigerator in the bed.
That's it.
Then
have anything
while I
else.
was, because my first year, I was still in the States, so I'm sending money down to Andrea. Then we got this furniture, then we got that furniture and that furniture. So by the time I moved down here, we had a fully furnished place. We had a complete apartment with everything. So we understand the dynamic of taking your time and doing everything correctly. We know what it's like to make $100,000. We used to sit back and think that was just certain people that made $100,000 per year on YouTube. We know what it's like to make that amount of money consecutively on social media. So that was not the problem. But to have a year of that, everything kind of like crashed for a minute. One of the things of you being mature men, you've been there before. You've been there when life was good, whether it was your health was great, everything was wonderful as far as your health, then all of a sudden something happened that caused your health to crash. And you know what it's like as a mature man to have to climb back up when it comes to your health. You know what it's like to have been in a solidified marriage or relationship for a long time, and all of a sudden, bam, it's no more. And you as a mature man knows how to, the J curve, to climb back out of that situation up toward the long stem of the J. You know how to go through the J curves of life. And so being around me, Andrea has seen me go through the J curves with no issue. So now she's like, man, listen, if my husband doesn't panic and trip on things about life, why should I? Why should I? Let me give some shout outs to you guys over on the Cash App as well. Shout out to my man Walter in the building. Appreciate you, Walt, with the $20 loves. Shout out to T-Mac, who always supports the content. And shout out to our guy Gary and his family, our friend in Indiana, with the $10 love as well. Yes, sir.
That is a teamwork. That is
Oh, yeah.
that's a solid couple. And guys see it when you guys see that you guys are dating with younger girls. Yeah, I think that's the fireproof.
Yeah, the
That's
fireproof.
the fireproof. And that's why I told you guys, when it comes to judge and people judge you and just judge us, maybe not right now because I almost gonna hit 31. But when I was 20,
What?
in the 20s, people judge a lot. Yeah,
Damn.
people
my
judge
bad.
a lot.
My bad. 31. My bad.
You know, when you were 31, I was 4 years old
Damn.
playing with Barbies.
Damn, Barbie girl.
Yeah. Okay. Keep to the subject. But yeah, start laughing.
Okay.
Start laughing. But yes, you guys, that's a teamwork. And when it comes to judging and everything, like people assume that we are with older guys because money. Us is a perfect example. We start from zero.
Mm-hmm.
What money were we talking about? That's what I was explaining to my family. What money are you guys talking about? What mansion that you talking about? I don't see what mansion that you guys talking about. We just start both from zero. And one of the things that I can appreciate is Andre don't give me headaches. Like headaches, like in the sense like he makes me feel insecure and concerned all the time.
Oh, okay.
Because I passed a situation like that. I swear for myself that I would never any man going to stole my peace or make me feel uncomfortable and how do you say
Worry,
worry,
insecure,
insecure.
Or make you feel like you're also another one is make you feel like he's your dad, like he's trying to pretend to be your dad or try to control you.
Yeah,
you know,
like
we never
that.
go through all that.
Stuff like that. I say no. So that's why it's a balance. For me, it was a balance. Not everything in life is never life is like
Stable, just a
it's
straight
stable.
line.
Like a straight line.
It's always
A
like
straight
this.
line.
Yeah.
It's always like this.
Yeah. I remember like a couple years ago when you were dealing with the anxiety,
Yeah.
you know, a few years back, and that was a storm that we went through. I mean, it was a storm. And if any of you guys know of anybody that has had to deal with panic attacks or anxiety or
Mhm.
things like that, it's not something that you would wish on your worst enemy.
Mhm.
And I remember the day that it happened and the whole year that we went through and all the stuff that Andre had to go through to get herself mentally back
Yeah.
on track. It just, some people go through it, some people don't. It was nothing that happened, nothing major. Andre was trying to lift a small weight that she's lifted 100
Just
times.
unbalance on my
Yeah.
chemicals, my brain chemicals.
Yeah,
Just
she's trying to
everything
lift an
unbalanced.
8-pound weight that she's lifted 100 times. And she went to go lift it straight. It just took her year. And just that lifting of that weight took everything, chemically imbalanced her all the way
Yeah.
for a whole year. Andrea was just on a crash course of getting back on track. These are the things that you guys sometimes forget about the value of having an older, younger relationship.
Mhm.
That you guys can be there for each other through storms
Mhm.
that solidify your relationship. And some of you guys don't realize Andre and I are so close, and some of you guys are so close to your woman because of some great times that you had. But some of you are really close to your woman because of some of the problematic moments that you had. Maybe it was your health, or maybe it was her health, maybe it was your money, or maybe it was her money, whether it was she lost a loved one or you lost a loved one, and that helps solidify you guys even more than just when you went on a vacation together.
Mhm.
And so these things, like we keep saying, are the most important things when it comes to older, younger relationship. I'm going to add another thing before we go back to the list, that Andre and I are professionals at doing this. We are professionals at protecting each other's peace.
Mhm.
I'm not saying that we sit around and we hold secrets and we lie to each other so the
Mhm.
other person doesn't worry. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is we don't bring extra stressors into each other's life. Life itself, as being human alone, is stressful enough. Just being a human being and trying to make it on this thing called a planet comes along with its own stressors itself. You don't need to bring somebody else into your life to add on their stressors and their scars. But when you're in a relationship with somebody, whether it be younger or older or be international or local, you want somebody that's a professional peace protector. Andrea and I are professionals when it comes to protecting each other's peace. We don't go to places that don't give us peace. We don't hang out with people that don't give us peace. We don't hang out with couples that don't. Am I lying?
I think everything I put in God's hands.
Yeah. And we put things in the Lord's hand. Absolutely correct.
Absolutely. I would say, God, if you don't want to make me to go to this place to see these people, please don't make me go there. Yeah, for real.
Don't bring out my inner Scorpio.
Yeah, for real. I mean, if it is convenience for us and go to this place and we're gonna be safe, great. If it's not, no. Absolutely.
Yeah. And that's another, I like how you put that, DJ. I'm gonna put that. DJ says, I'm 39 and everyone thinks that I'm 30. So when I'm with a 20-year-old or in the 20s, Latina, no one notices the age gap. It's kind of funny with Andrea and I have carried myself like I'm like 49. Andrea carries herself like she's 35. So that kind of like gap doesn't seem like it's as much. People see us. Let's put it like this. Any photos that you've seen Andrea and I, none of you have said, he looks old to be with her. She looks too young to be with.
We are 10 years apart.
Yeah, people think that we're about 10. Yep. People think we're like 10, maybe 15 years apart. Nobody ever guesses 27 years. Nobody. Everybody always gets, in every photo people see of us, they actually look like that but this couple belongs together. And that's because Andrea is an old soul, and so they get the essence of her being an old soul.
Even though that I'm 31, but I got experience.
Right.
Experience in moments of life and everything, and ups and downs. Yes.
Right. Being says peace means everything.
Absolutely.
He says this also. Oh, he's talking to DJ. Let's go to the next one, babe. Let's go to the next one. Number 8. Is it number 7? Number 8. Oh,
number 7. Interest in health and lifestyle. Surprisingly, many couples align here. Okay. Older men focused on
longevity, living longer.
Yeah, longevidad. Fitness often pair when with younger women who naturally prioritize health, beauty, and activity.
Absolutely correct. To whereas dudes our age, we're exercising because hey, we need to exercise, get rid of the extra weight, make sure that we're well taken care of our bodies, so forth. The younger woman who you're with, she's exercising too because she wants to look good, look cute, look good in the dresses and all that. Either way, you both are taking care of your health, and that's important as well. And that's what number 7 is, the interest in health and a healthy lifestyle. We eat healthy foods in our home. Every once in a while, I'll have a cheat weekend with you guys where I'll drink some beers and we'll watch movies. But for the most part, we keep salads, we keep fish. Andrea eats her chicken breasts.
It's so funny. Sometimes I give Andrea olive oil, just olive oil that by itself. Yes. Andrea doesn't like it.
She'll give me olive oil. You know how your mama used to give you the castor oil with the spoon?
Castor oil?
Remember that?
Like Tomcat?
She does that to me with the olive oil. She just walk in here. I'm working in the studio, and Andrea just walk in here with the spoon full of might as well be castor oil, olive oil. Here, take this. But it's all about the health that both parties enjoy. A younger woman wants to feel good, look good, so she stays in the gym, especially in South America. In Asia, Southeast Asia. So it is also with you as being an older man. You want to look good for your woman as well as with your woman. You do not want to look like her dad, even if you may be as old as her dad.
That's funny.
Number 8. Oh yeah, desire for emotional safety.
Yeah, both tend to value loyalty and trust. She feels protected in the relationship, while he feels appreciated, insecure in her choice.
True.
Yeah.
She and I want to hear what you have to say about this.
Mhm.
They both appreciate loyalty and trust. They both, it doesn't matter what age you are, you will appreciate loyalty and trust. Let me hear what you have to say about that.
Absolutely. I think that's one of the keys of our marriage, not just together, separately. Like, uh, like I always say in comment, like if you're not ready, I, Andrea, you move like you are 32. Move like in what? Totally fit.
Totally fit.
Oh, thank you. I need to build more on that. But olive oil and black seed oil, Dre.
Man, I got all the vitamins sitting right here.
Absolutely. But I always said, and guys don't like it, or women don't like it, but it is what it is. Sometimes I like to see the world fire with my comments, because I say if you don't have trust in your relationship, um you guys have nothing. And trust means like she got her own space. She can have her a coffee by herself, a lunch by herself, or see her mama for a lunch, or have a girls night, drinks or something. But if you're not ready for that, and you need to constantly uh testing or checking your girl, and overthinking what she's doing, and creating scenarios, you're not made, not even for that relationship, for everything. You need to have, sometimes you need to have professional help, because if it's not that relationship, it's another one. And it's the same with women. And I know that women hate when I comment that. I say, yeah, he deserved to. I know in Colombia they got this. I don't know if you heard this. In Colombia, they call la sintética. La sintética is means, you see those football fields, soccer fields, in the barrios, streets, and guys love that.
Right.
Guys after work and everything, they go
Neighborhood
to
soccer field.
play soccer or football at 10 p.m. or at 8 p.m. and then with their boys, they're going to have some beers, and that is the space for guys. A lot of women, they hate that. A lot of Colombian women hate it,
Why?
because they don't like it. They don't like the fact, like, why you spend too much time la sintética, that they call in español la sintética, because the football, the soccer field is made of, how do you say, is made of not
Cement,
real
grass. Oh, false grass.
Yeah,
Fake grass. Yeah.
exactly. So they don't like it. They
I
think
did
that
not know that.
they think that I need to be there to see what my man's doing. So that's why, that's the BS that I don't share. Like, that's the time that he is out of work, out of the kids, out of you. So that's the time that he can spend with his boys, or play pool, stuff like that. Or have a nice boys,
Like with the boys. Yeah.
yeah, with the boys. I don't see nothing wrong with that. I see something wrong with that when he is putting that as a priority. And if you got activities with you and the kids or something, he's not giving the importance to you. That's what I say. No, I not agree with that. Everything got a space, everything got a moment. And yeah, it's his relaxing time. Absolutely. So that's why I think women need to be more open mind and understand. There's a lot of people that don't understand that relationships in those days, two things, they are over, not because sex or lack of sex, it's because the space, lack of space.
Yep.
They don't have a space each other.
Yep.
And another thing, people is more like we would, one of the guys say, peace is everything. Peace is everything, absolutely. And I think peace and love are hand to hand.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's more in a lot of marriage, and I'm not gonna say that that is 100% in our relationship, but for me, it's really important to have peace in my house. I don't bring things here that stress from the streets, from situations they're not belongs to us. For me, it's really important the peace that we have, and we having, you know.
That's true.
So that's why, yeah, peace, love is important, but peace is like, yeah, it's everything in our relationship. And mom and I were discussing today because Andres is going to Miami. So my mom was like, sometimes it's good, like, because I say, yeah, when Andre leaves, I miss Andre. I miss. Oh my god, I feel a little sensitive.
She about to cry.
Oh my god.
Don't cry. Oh.
Yeah. Thank you. I don't what baby is because my days are coming. Yeah, my days
It'll
are.
make your man cry.
I never see you cry. But yeah,
I do a lot. Believe me, me and God
Yeah.
talk a lot.
yeah.
I have
But
to cry
it's
a
just
lot to
like-
the Lord.
It's just like I told, like it's and and I'm sorry.
No, no.
But it's just like hit you.
Okay.
I told my mom, like, it's
Let me get it
it's
together. She got me over here ready to shed a tear, man. Let me get myself together.
yeah. It's just like I told my mom, like, it's just like it's used to it. Like, as a human being, you're used to situations.
Mhm.
I used to be alone or live by myself, before Dre.
Mhm.
And when we start living together, my biggest concern, like, how I gonna do live with someone. It's just like, it's weird to me. How, if you're really going to do this, are we really going to
Succeed.
yeah, going through this, like, what
Living
about
with
if it
somebody.
didn't work out? What about if I'm not, he's not adapt to me, or I'm not adapt to him?
Mhm.
I was really worried when we start, like, living together. So I told my mom, it's just like, uh it just put me sensitive. For example, see the studio, Andre not here. That's when my tears comes out,
Okay.
because I go into studio and Andre's not there, or I go into bed and Andre is not there.
Yeah, me and Chewy, the dog, will be in Miami hanging out on the beach.
Yeah. So I was like, when the other day that Andre leaves, I just close the door. I just close the door. And I know just for a few days, but I told my mom, it's just like you used to it. You used to it, not just like to be. It's not what's the bird? En español is monotonía. I don't know how to say
What is the bird?
monotonía. It's like with something start to be like
A habit
the
or
same
routine.
thing or routine. It's
Routine,
nothing
yeah.
excited about. No, it's just, I told my mom, is you start living like that,
Mhm.
and my mom say, but it's cool that he's got his alone time and you got your long time, and I say, yeah, absolutely. I mean, sometimes we need that space. And my mom say, I wish I can have that at least for 4 days. And I was laughing.
Because I know
And
Andre's dad, and I know
My dad is,
yeah.
is sorry, dad, but yeah, you irritating
yeah.
for real. And more
Yeah.
years you have, more irritating
Yeah.
you become. And I told because my mom traveled, just go somewhere with my dad, but my dad complains about everything:
Yes.
the plane, the water, the food.
The
Like,
food.
he's complaining about everything. He's not enjoy the moment. And I told my mom, when that situation, I can say that we never have the situation where we travel. Like,
No.
I don't feel that I have to be another person when I'm with Dre, and we're not the person when I'm by myself with the family. I'm the same person, you know. And I know that in my case is like that. I know there's some other girls that when they're with the husband, they're one person, and without the husband, they're another person. And I say no, because Andre and I, when we travel, we already know uh we need to be focused that this is out of a comfort zone. Situations happen, we need to adapt to the moment. And I don't have that problem when it comes to traveling. You know, complain about this or sometimes I did it in the past, um, but I learned to not ruin the moment. And I told my mom, I mean, with Dre, I don't have that problem. I mean, Dre is a person who is his workout. I already know what his diet. You know, we are active people. We are active couple. Um, we almost like the same things, so that's
Mhm.
why uh, it's not a person who complains compared to my dad. Like, not enjoy the moment, like not celebrate with me. No. So that's why it just brought me tear, because I remember last year I just like, you know what? I closed the door because I know the Andrew's not there. So it's just like, and again, it just got me tear. But yeah,
It's all right, sexy.
yeah, it happens in the other house too. Where
Oh,
Andrew,
did it?
yeah,
Oh, when I left, we was at the other
when you
apartment.
left and we got the studio over there too, I was like, you know what? I
Yeah.
just closed the
I didn't know that you
Yeah.
closed the studio door.
Yeah, I
whenever
closed
I'm
the
not
studio
around.
door.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you do have to have, as any couple, you want to have that I miss you time. Like Andrea went to Medellin and spent time with the family. She was gone for a few days, and I was here and I was missing my wife and I was hanging out with you guys and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, is you don't want to be up under each other all the time. I like what one brother said earlier about he said when you were talking about uh the girlfriends or wives in Colombia not, allowing the guys to, or being happy with the guys that are going to play soccer after work. And Andrew says this. He said, basically using NFL terms,
Uh-huh.
if you have to put a woman on Revis Island. Now, anybody that knows Revis, the real Revis was one of the most famous cornerbacks, and anybody that tried to catch a touchdown on him wasn't easy. And so they called it Revis Island, meaning that he was in control of, no matter what, he was controlled that side of the football field. And if you have to put your wife in a situation, or if a woman have to put you in a situation where she has to have control of you and put you on an island, he said, yeah, the relationship is not for you. Someone
Absolutely.
someone will get the reference.
You know
Yeah, I
what?
got you.
One of the things that I really enjoy, and I did it today and I did it last weekend, even though that I got coffee with my brother, we're just talking. And one of the things that I'm enjoying for Andrea, Andrea will be eating, what is that? Twinkies?
Twinkies and cupcakes on the beach with the rest of the homeless people. Yup.
Yeah, it's just like have a long time for myself.
Mhm.
Like, for example, when I'm doing the house and everything, I'm more like business, under medication, grocery shopping, in the gym. But but one of the things that I really enjoy, maybe Andre is go taking out with the boys to Rico Ricci's or have the
Mhm.
movie night here. For me, just I have a coffee in the cafeteria and I watch a movie on Disney by myself. I just go into a cafeteria, a new place, and I just play and I order coffee or something to eat, and I enjoy that time for me. For me, and I can't even imagine when you got a chaotic house,
Right.
for real. But my mom just got me laughing today, because my mom said, I wish I can do that. At least I can go 4 days without your dad, because your dad stressed me out all the time.
See, I know Orlando, so I already know. I
Yeah.
already know. That's my dude. Shout out to Orlando. And shout out to Theo once again. He said, let's admit it, Andre. He said, you were miserable. He said, you were miserable without Andre by Sunday during the conclave, or you will be miserable without Sunday. He said, even my dogs couldn't make you happy. I already told y'all gonna have photos of me standing on the beach in Miami trying to see if I can see Colombia from the other side of the ocean. Like, Colombia, I miss you. Miss you, bro. I'll be on the beach. Everybody else be having a good time on the beach, and I'm just standing there looking to see if I see Colombia on the other side of the beach, other side of the ocean.
Yeah. So it's just like that. Tell them how, like, I don't have problem with Andre. I don't have to fake or pretend to be another person without him. It's just like I'm the same person, because Andre don't put me stress in some way. Andre stress me, but don't stress me. Like, in a level of 1 to 10, it will be maybe 3.
Mhm.
But don't stress me like the fat, like my mom and dad. Like,
No,
that's another level of stress.
no, and they've been married forever. Like, what is it going on? 32, 33 years?
33 this year.
33 years.
33 married.
Driving each other crazy. Ain't going nowhere, but they drive each other crazy. So, but yeah, definitely. Let's go to the last 2 here. Like I said, Andre's going to be leaving, but I've got some videos for us to watch
Okay.
to continue to enjoy afterwards. Number 9 is of the things that age gap couples have in common. When people say that we don't have anything in common, we're giving you a list of at least 10 things that we say we do have in common. Let's go to number 9.
Share humor, a great equalizer. A successful couple laugh together at the same things. Humor brings any generation gap. Okay, I will tell you this, you guys, and I know Andre know this. I know that he's laughing because he knew. I never, and I used to hate people who was sarcasm.
Sarcasm. See,
Who is the dad of sarcasm and told me how to be sarcasm?
now she's super sarcastic.
I'm super with him
Oh
on
my
the comment
God.
sections. It's just like, yeah.
And any of you dudes that's ever dated many women in South America, sarcasm is not a part of the South American lore, right? Now your girl, she tries to put it on me. I put it on y'all too, because she don't just hang out with me. She be hanging out with y'all. So now she got hold of American sarcasm, and now it's in my house. She try to blame me, but I blame all of us. Okay, y'all my co-conspirators.
Super sarcasm.
Thank you. Thank all y'all. Every one of y'all, man. When we meet y'all coming with the sarcasm and jokes. She picking up on it. Now she come to the house and now she got sarcasm and jokes that Colombians didn't know nothing about before.
It was so, yeah, for real. That when we made the joke about Andre go to Miami and say, "Babe, you just force it. You just like
It just forcing you to go.
to go over there to have everything ready to be in the bed. My God,
It
that's
just
a torture for you. It's just like it's so sad. And Andre start like doing drama, in circus drama.
We're like, no, I gotta go to Miami. They're making me go to Miami. It's not like
Eating
I
that
have
food.
eating that Miami food, hanging out with the guys, the beach, yacht party. Shout out to all you guys with the yacht party. And but Andrea was like, "Oh, they're torturing you to make you go to Miami. Is that what they're doing?"
Horrible.
And so
That
so,
situation
yes.
you don't deserve to anybody.
you got to keep the sense of humor, man. That's one of the things I can say in a younger, older relationship. It's gonna always be something that's gonna make you laugh, because it's always something.
Because I always have more. How do you say sarcasm phrase?
Sarcastic phrases.
Yeah, sarcasmo in español. But yeah, because I learned from your boy.
See,
Like the holy water the other day.
yeah,
Oh my
yeah.
God, that she threw that cushy like a holy water, stuff like that. Oh my God.
Yeah, we're talking to say some women throw their coochie like holy water. And so my man Barry says this. Go ahead, babe.
It's so refreshing to hear positive conversation about relationships between a married couple.
Oh yeah.
Thank you.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Chad say humor keeps things interesting. Absolutely correct. And Andrew says this.
I never got the chance to blame on my own sarcasm. I'm terrible.
Yes. It's not just me, gentlemen. It's you guys as well. I'm not going to sit up here and be the only one that says that I taught Andrea sarcasm. Oh no, on contraire, my friends, you guys have helped in this co-conspiracy as well. Yes, sir. Every one of you guys. Shout out to my man Ronald in the building. Every one of you guys. Let's get it to number 10.
Number 10, similar financial goals. Older men want to preserve wealth. Younger women often want to build. Both value smart financial decisions and the security they bring.
Absolutely correct. When Andrea and I were had abundance, we had meetings every month about what needs to be done financially. Even now, we have meetings every month to know what needs to be done financially. And I'll tell you why this is, guys. This is very important. We just had a meeting on Social Security. Like, if anything happens, a lot of you guys don't realize this. This is just a little bit of trivia real quick. And Andrea and I discovered this week. Your wife, if you get married in another country, your wife who you're with can get your Social Security benefits if anything happens to you. She does get survivor's widow benefits. There are steps that she has to take. It's real simple. It's not difficult. The only kicker is your wife has to be, at least, if you guys don't have any children together, we're talking about wives. If your foreign wife doesn't have any children with you, she has to wait until she's 60 years old to apply. So let's say something happens to me. Andrea is eligible to get all my Social Security if something happens to me. But unless we have a child, that's number 2. If the wife has a child by you, then she's eligible to immediately start getting your Social Security benefits that you've acquired over the years. But if you pass on and you guys don't have a child, she has to wait until she turns 60 and she still be eligible to acquire your Social Security benefits from the States. So a lot of guys don't know that.
Yeah,
I know 60.
That's a lot of time.
Yeah, I think we'll have a couple kids before that. So
Yeah, just do.
we'll be fine. Yeah, but that's just a bit of trivia to let you guys know. But we tried. I know, right?
You want to- That's a good life insurance there.
And we do have our life insurance policies as well.
Yeah, we do.
So we have our life insurance. But our point is that we have these business meetings on things that regards to while we're still around, while we're still a couple, while we're still married. We have everyday business meetings, but we also have these periodic meetings on, okay, one of us, Andrea, has, God forbid anything ever happens to Andrea before me, where's the phone number for the insurance policies? Where's the policy numbers? What about this? How about that? How about who do I reach out to? So forth and so forth. Same thing with me. We have these. The reason why I'm on top of post death scenarios on the financial side, because come on, guys, we Black, and I don't know about Colombians, and I don't know about the Latin community, but I know what it's like to have a fundraiser for somebody's funeral. Let's be real. I know what it's like to everybody calling somebody, you got 200, this person got 500 because we need to bury grandmama, or we need to raise some money for grandma tombstone. And we've all seen it in the Black community. Let's be real. Maybe it's happened in the white community, but I'm not part of the white community, so I can't speak on that. Or Andrea can speak on the Latin community. I'll let her speak in a second. But my point is, I didn't want that for us. So the most important things are our life insurance policies, our burial insurance policies, any other investments that I have. Andrea needs to know where this is so she can, and I put everything together in a panic zone package. I'll tell you what I mean by that. It's easy when both people are still alive to write everything out and bam. I wrote it from the perspective of Andrea, I passed on. Andrea's in panic zone moment. Her husband just passed. Her mind is not clear. She's like, oh, what is this? What is that? So I literally wrote everything out in a letter form. Dear babe, blah, 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 blah. Call this number, A. Reach out to this person, B. Do this, C. So we literally have a package that we go through, that we put together, that helps us in regards to if one of us pass on. And let's even talk about this, like with your cousin that passed on. That was in a relationship with the older guy, your cousin, your best friend, the one that for years you were emotionally tore up about when she passed. I think she passed on a cancer or something.
Yeah.
There is no guarantee in a age gap relationship that you, the older man, are going to pass on first.
That's so true.
There's no guarantee. So don't think because you're the older man that you're going to pass on first. Statistics say yes, but we know of family members and people that we know where the younger woman passed on first. And the kids are with their dad, of course, but you have to look at the scenario of just in case anything happens to either one of you. Never assume that your younger girlfriend or your younger wife is going to live longer than you.
It's better to have everything clear.
Yeah.
I mean, for real. For example, I paid for Andre a package because we called a funeral service. Like all my mom, my brother, my dad, and I, we covered, and I paid for Dre. Because I was like, yeah, I mean, you never think about those things. So I need to at least remove the headache or stress, because that happens here too. They have to
Raise money
to make a funeral, to do all the things that I need to take care of. So it's a whole thing that people don't think about.
I like how Theo put that.
Yeah, my mom died at 58. My dad is still alive at 91.
See?
Absolutely. So that's the part, you guys. And when it comes to health insurance and everything, you need to be, because I told Dre, let's be honest. I didn't think about those things when I was 27, 26. Now that I'm 30, I'm more like, okay, Andrew, you need to be on top of, you got kids. Andrew's gonna hit 60. He is 64. Something happens to Dre. What are you gonna do? All stress. Dre's sick. Or Dre in the hospital. You are with kids. Oh my God. In here. You have kids. How you gonna do all these things and you don't have a insurance?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you need to hire a nurse. You need to have a team or my family support, to deal with stuff like that. Like, I put in that, not to be stressed out. It's just like things happens.
Life happens.
And life happens. So you need to be more serious, girl. Like, those 20 years that you didn't think about those things, those are past. Now you're 30. So you need to be more on top of these situations. Like, oh, he slept in the shower, or he got an accident, or okay, what is my next step? Who I need to call. So all those things God will take care of this year before have a family. And I told Dre, for years I told, I'm not gonna have a kid if we don't have a life insurance. That's not gonna happen.
Right, of course, yep.
I need to be secure. Even though you are secure, the kids are secure, or I'm secure. But I need to have that backup and that relief that with kids, if something happens, at least I'm not stressed out when it comes to money. When it comes to what I'm gonna do with 2 kids or 1 kid, what's the next step I need to do, or paperwork. So I told Dre, that's not gonna happen. That I'm not gonna have kids, but we don't have a life insurance. That's not gonna happen.
And we both were discussing this, so it wasn't just one-sided. Both of us were the exact same way. Like I said, because I was raised in the Black community, and I've seen what we do as far as post-death. And I'll never forget this, man. And not to hold you up before we go to number 10. Like I said, I got some videos for us to watch as well. And Andre's going to leave in a few moments. But I remember a white guy, they asked a white guy if there's any advice that you would give the Black community that could turn everything around as far as racism in the United States and a lot of things. what would you say the number one thing that you would tell the Black community? And this was a very well-known businessman. He said, I'll tell you, police brutality, certain forms of racism and biasness will come to an end. Political biasness will come to an end when it comes to Black people. He said, if you all did this one thing and one thing only, purchase life insurance policies in the millions. He said, if you guys were covered and whites knew that millions upon billions of dollars will be transferred to the next generation of Black people as this generation dies off, and our kids have life insurance and our grandkids have life insurance. And once white people start seeing that Black people are serious about passing on generational wealth by way of life insurance as well as other investments, watch how much political power you would have. Watch how many police officers would not be deleting a young Black kid if they knew that that kid had a $300,000 life insurance policy on him, or that man had a $250,000 life insurance policy on him. Because life insurance is not a big thing in the Black community, he said that's one of the reasons why they think they can attack you, because politicians don't have to back up or protect people that don't protect themselves.
Yeah.
He said, yeah, if Black people in masses just start getting life insurance policies, watch the world change for Black people. He said nothing else. He said you ain't got a picket sign. You ain't got to go to your local politicians. He said everything will start to shift when they start seeing the next generation of Black people with $300,000, an extra $100,000, $200,000, and it's happening in masses in the community. All of a sudden, the respect that Black people will get will change. Yep. Oh yeah, you saw that video too, Bobby? Yeah. Let's get to the last one with Andre. And we did the last one. That was number 10.
Yeah, that was number 10.
All right, guys. Well, on our end, we're going to get started with the videos as your girl Andrea says goodbye.
Yes, did you guys? I was here for 2 hours. That's good.
All right.
Yeah, but thank you guys. You're gonna continue with your boy and everything. This was a really good live stream, as always. And yeah, a lot of information, a lot of opinions, a lot of comments. So I appreciate you guys. We'll see you the next live stream with your boy. So yeah, thank you so much.
All right. Before we get to the video, we're going to be talking about the Black Manosphere Conclave, guys. Give me a split second before I go to the videos talking about age gap relationships and what's the benefits. Okay. We're going to do a screen. Let me do a screen share real quick and move us out of the way. All right, Mrs. Spence, love you.
You too.
Okay, let's take a look at the Black Manosphere Conclave 5.0, gentlemen. Like I said, I've got videos that I'm going to be showing us in regards to age gap relationships. But we're going to look at the Black Manosphere Conclave first. That's coming up. Let's look at the conclave agenda. For some of you guys that don't know who's speaking, who's going to be there, shout out to Theo Wolf and the team that's in Obsidian and Shannon who's put this together. So on the 5th of September, this is the conclave agenda. They're going to do a morning run at 7:30 to 8:30 a.m. at the Miami River Walk. If you've ever been down there, I have a couple times. By the time 10 o'clock comes, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m., you get a chance to register no matter what time of the day you get in between those time period. Then those that have VIP will be a part of the executive breakfast, including the speakers. Then the rest of day one will be dedicated from 11 a.m. at least to 2 p.m. will be dedicated to the Obsidian experience. He always gives a great daily the first day lecture. And then on the first day, we got Theo coming in doing his class. And if you want to be in one of Theo's extra classes, this is class that's directly on AI. That's going to be for 45 minutes. you guys can go ahead and register there. I'm going to drop the link for this so you guys can see this agenda on your own, by the way. Let me drop that link. Because some of you guys are like, okay, what's the agenda? What's the plan? The plan. And then right here, let me go back here. Right here, then you're going to have, this is a really good speaker, man. Brother Carnell, man, he talks about child support laws. He came last year, man. He did an excellent job when it came to talking about child support, men protecting themselves as the modern black man. I'm telling you, man, he breaks things down, man. He's going to be doing a breakaway class. So it's not just going to be on stage. You're going to have guys on stage and also guys that's going to be doing breakaway classes. So if you want to do the breakaway classes that are in blue, or you just want to enjoy Obsidian on main stage, you can. So you get a chance to do that. Also, you're going to have breakaway class right here with the blueprint in regards to crypto. They're going to do a crypto class. That's breakaway class at 1 o'clock to 2 o'clock. And then you're going to have the lunch break right here at 2 p.m. for the speakers, as well as those that have that particular pass for lunch. Say good health and good Latina, the key to better life. Oh yeah, no doubt. Then you got El Guapo on day one. He's going to be doing the main speaking starting at 3 o'clock. So on day one, you're going to have Obsidian speaking, and you're going to have El Guapo speaking, talking about the value of networking. When you come to the conclave, one of the things that I can say, all of us are in a habit of just collecting each other's numbers, staying friends, working with each other, networking with each other, man. Some of you guys, man, I talk to on a regular basis. Many of you guys I've met at the conclave have been down here to Cali, Colombia. Many of you that never thought that you'd be in Colombia have been down here to Colombia. So shout out to you guys. Day one, also, you have Theo teaching another class. So Theo is going to be teaching 2 breakout classes on day one. So he's going to be doing another AI class at 3 o'clock. Then also, if you missed the first one, right here at 12 o'clock, you can always get the second one at 12 o'clock on the 5th. And if you're not listening to Theo, you got another speaker that's going to be talking about leadership as a black man in the 21st century, the master of the art of leadership. Yes, sir. At 4:30. So the 3 speakers you have on day one is Obsidian, El Guapo, and then you have our brother Nathan, who's going to be speaking on that particular day as well. And on the 5th, I'll be teaching a class at 4:30. Yes, 5 steps to relocating outside the United States. So at 4:30, I will be teaching a class while these guys are teaching, while he's on stage, while Theo is teaching his right after Theo teaches his class. My classes will be starting to help you guys out, and my class is free. So shout out to all you guys that have already signed up. On the 5th, you're going to have other classes going on after that. So this is all day. So you guys can be ready for all day. You got another class that's going out in regards to tail sales, how to close 6 figures from anywhere just with your iPhone. So shout out to that. I might have to go to that one. So shout out to that brother in regards to this particular class. There's another breakout class that's at 5 o'clock. This was at 4:30 to 5 o'clock. This is at 5:30. So the good thing about the classes, they don't overlap each other. It's like the classes are back to back to back. So if you don't feel like doing the public speaking, plus you also got Coach Knishin. He's going to be teaching a class. Shout out to Coach. He's going to be teaching class at 5:30. So mine starts at 4:30 and ends at 5:15. Coach and all these other brothers' classes are going to be coming down the turnpike as well. And on the 5th, I'll be speaking. I didn't even know this. The 5th, on the first day, I will be speaking. I'll be the last speaker on the 5th from 5:45 to 6 o'clock. And I'll be talking about the new American dream is to leave America. And I'm going to give some breakdown pyramid steps on what you can do. I'm going to give an actual pyramid of what to do. Do this step first, this next step, then do this next step. And I promise you, you still will be living the American dream. You just don't have to do it in America. I'm going to give you a pyramid of what you can do in order to live the American dream. You just don't have to do it necessarily in America. And then the next day on the 6th, they have another run coming up. And then you register for those that are coming in on the 6th. And then you have the next public speakers. First, you got photography for those that want professional photos for their portfolio. You know, for your LinkedIn, you want a really nice LinkedIn photo for yourself, or for your YouTube channel, or for your Facebook page. They're going to be doing that. And that's only a $20 session. So that's from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. all throughout the day. They're going to have the breakout lunch for number 2. You're going to have building your brand. This is very important. Building your brand and image, because our image and our brand is very important. That's going to be at 11 a.m. on day number 2 on the 6th. So he's going to be the speaker. So guys going to be taking photos, as well as you're going to have a speaker starting at 11 a.m. The first speaker is at 11 a.m. While that speaker is speaking at 11 a.m. to 12 p.m., you're going to have Theo once again. Theo with the AI and private cloud class at 12 o'clock. So you got another Theo class. You got a class by brother Pablo. Pablo gonna be here. Oh shit. Okay, there we go. Pablo gonna be here. Shout out to Pablo Frescobar. I just recognized the photo. I was like, what? That's what made me stall. I was like, that dude look familiar. I said, that looked like then I looked at the name. I was like, oh, that's Pablo. Okay. Shout out to Pablo Frescobar. And so Pablo gonna be here teaching Travel Safety 101. Shout out to Pablo. His class is going to be free. And you're going to also have Obsidian. He's going to be teaching about, bruh, this is a good class, man. Really good class. Obsidian is going to be teaching about gentleman's weapon, the cane, and walking stick self-defense. Really, really good class. Shout out to my man. Darwin's going to be on the show. He's going to be on our show this Wednesday. And we've seen him all over social media. And so he's often on Peach Network as well. So he's going to be on the main stage while everybody else is doing classes. He's going to be on the main stage at 12:15 to 1:15. He's going to be speaking on maintaining market evolution, Black men and women, the evolution of Black men and women from 1960 to 2025. So that's going to be a real good one, because he does excellent work when it comes to stable relationships. It's one thing to talk about the money of Black manhood, the emotions of Black manhood, but we also want to make sure that you guys are able to establish solidified relationships as a Black man. Some of us really do want to fall in love and be happy. And so my brother's going to be talking about steps to be able to do those particular things while he's speaking, or even after while he's speaking. You're going to have breakout classes once again on the second day. We're just talking about the second day. So all these breakout classes that are taking place, Brother Carnell, Brother Trigger Mike, he's going to be there. So he's going to be speaking about that. Shout out to you. And then toward the end of the second day, you're going to also have another class. You're going to also have vendor focus. You're going to also have a lunch break. And then also on the second day. So we've got all this stuff taking place. Theo's teaching another class, pray tell. So Theo's teaching another AI and traditional computing class. So shout out to Theo regarding that. Another crypto class coming down the time. I might have to teach another class. I feel bad for just teaching one. And then on day number 2, you got the international dealing and dating international women class with our brother El Guapo. My mind was still kind of focused on the next speaker, the keynote speaker. And then you have the network time period where we do networking. But then the keynote speaker for the Saturday breakout. Shout out to, I think it's Friday breakout. Shout out to the keynote speaker, which will be Coach Greg Adams, will be the keynote speaker from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. He's going to be speaking. And any of you know who Coach Greg Adams is, definitely you will appreciate that. And then, guys, there's some executive things like that. If you want the How Value Roundtable, you can go ahead and be a part of that. That's not too expensive. There's also going to be a yacht party of 500. So you guys can, that's going to be on September 6th, 10 p.m. to 2 o'clock in the morning. So it's going to be a party, bruh. It's going to be a yacht party. So when they say a yacht party, it's going to be a yacht party. And then by the time you get done partying, got back home to your Airbnb, to your hotel room, get you some rest. And then you're going to be going to the morning run. Yes, it is. Run all that liquor out your system. And then we got day numbers the next day. Yes. You're going to register. You get all day to register. The executive breakfast. But then on that day, we got our boy, Theo, getting us all set up for group number 7, class 7. Shout out to class 7. Getting everything set up because our class starts on the 9th, I believe, on that Tuesday, the 9th of September is our first class for class number 7 with DevOps and cloud engineering. Shout out to Theo. But while that's going on with Theo, he's going to be on main stage at 11 to 12 p.m. and from 12:15 to 1:15. So he's going to be talking about several things while he's on stage. You're going to be, if you want to go into the breakout classes with Obsidian, you could do that. He's going to be talking about sexual intelligence, upping your game in the bedroom, gentlemen. If you want to be ready for the ladies on another level, talk to our brother Obsidian in the breakout room. We also got another crypto class going up. Shout out to you. And then also, right here, we're going to have the vendors. So all of us that are going to be selling books and other products, we're going to have the expo area, the expo floor. And then we're going to have special guests also. My man, Mr. Let Go, will be speaking and how to center yourself. And so lunch with Mr. Let Go, that's going to be great as well for the VIP. And then back with Theo when it comes to the AI apps, your first AI app. So let's get started with that. So we're on the 3rd day. We're doing pretty good. And so we got another breakout when it comes to breakout workshops. Stop working out wrong. So we're going to be having fitness. So a fitness breakout, and it's absolutely free if you guys want to be there, starting at 3:30 to 4:15. We've been telling y'all get your tickets for the conclave. I don't know why y'all keep playing. The tickets are still available. You still can get your tickets. It's not too late. We got my man, the 6'6" Culture Commission. Fire for your mind. And how to circumvent modern dating and relationship grief. It's one thing to have everything going right, but how do you handle it when everything seems like it's going wrong in a relationship? Coach is going to be speaking in regards to that in the Regency Ballroom at 4:30 to 5:30. Shout out to Culture. Also, we're going to have my man Darwin. Also, he's going to be speaking in regards to the cold approach scenario training with women. In other words, dating. Dating is going to be talking about that. That's a free class. And also the last speaking, just like we just did the live stream, we had all the guys that on Guapo's channel, as well as our channel, as well as Obsidian's channel, and we all had different graduates of Theo's courses speaking. Well, there's going to be guys that are going to be speaking. They're going to be the ones speaking on the last day. They'll be the last speakers telling about their experience and their new careers of making, 120,000, 220,000, 145,000, 175,000. These guys will be there at the conclave. You can ask them questions on how'd you do it? And they're going to be there specifically to encourage the class 7, because these guys have graduated or even are still in Theo's classes, but yet they've started with their careers and they've gotten their certifications. Shout out to all you guys that will be here for the Black Manosphere Conclave 5.0. And do remember, gentlemen, you can still get your tickets. There's no excuse at all. Let's go to events. Let's go here to the conclave. Add to cart. Let's go here. I want to go back to the tickets. Okay, here we go. And so now you can decide on which tickets that you want. The $300 tickets, there is a payment plan, a payment option. So you can do it that way. And whenever you decide on whatever class, like you're watching Love Crossing Borders now, you just put in Love Crossing Borders right there. And you choose whichever package that you want to have. So you definitely have an opportunity. It's not too late to get your tickets, man. I don't see why we're not doing it. But you definitely, if you are interested, let us know. I'll have my books. I'll have my books with me regarding the Black Manosphere Conclave. Let me drop this link as well. So just like Obsidian and others will have their information, I'll be having copies, and I'll be autographed copies of Anywhere Is Possible, How to Live in 60% of the World Under $3,000 to $2,500 a month. Yes, you can do this. And I'm not talking about living in some raggedy area. We don't live in a raggedy area. Any of you guys that have been to where we live, you like, man, you guys live in a really nice area of the city. And you can do that. Also, I'll be having copies of the 44 Laws of Travel. This is a must-have. A must-have. That's why I wrote it, because nobody's writing down some of the things when it comes to networking, when it comes to protecting yourself, when it comes to protecting your investments internationally. How should you carry yourself when you relocate to another country? Which country should you choose? How do you go about choosing a country to make your next place of residence? Once you make it your next place of residence, what is some of the benefits? So there are 44 laws that I put together when it comes to traveling. Some guys break those laws. Some guys live by those laws. And I'll have copies. And so I'll be there, and I'll be signing autographed copies of the books. So shout out to all you guys when it comes to the conclave. But let's get to the video. Let's get to the video. Add the video to the stage.
Why is it so actually shocking?
Let me remove this. There we go. And this young lady, she's into age gap relationships, and she's asked, yes, sir, Cornell is a must. He killed it last year. he said AI, it loves Japanese. Okay, there we go. We're learning already. And shout out to all you guys with the Black Manosphere and Andrea being in the background, showing us some love on her channel. Make sure you guys subscribe. Let me pull this up as well. Let's pull up Andrea's channel. Make sure you guys show Andrea some love tonight. Let's show Andrea some, because she's live right now on her channel as well. We're broadcasting from Love Crossing Borders as well as Andrea Wallace TV. I'm going to drop the link. Make sure you guys subscribe to Andrea's channel. Get her at least, we got 80 people in here. Get her another 20, 25, 35 subscribers, guys. She's doing great. She's on her way to 5,000 subscribers already. So shout out to Andrea. But let's get started with the video in regards to this young lady is saying that she is interested in older men, and she doesn't see what the problem is that other women are being nosy and in her business when it comes to her liking older men.
I feel like I have to come on here and say this. Why is it so actually shocking that a younger girl likes older guys, like older men? Is that not a thing anymore? It's all of a sudden it's okay for these cougar moms with 4 kids, 3 kids, 2 kids, single moms. No, not hating, but it's okay for them to date guys significantly younger than them. But the minute a young girl wants an older man, it's sounding the alarms here. We used to be a proper society.
Pretty much every time I tell somebody that my boyfriend is white and twice my age, the question that they always ask is, what do you guys even do together? I don't even know what that means. I don't know if they're asking that because of the age gap or asking that because they expect us to have a whole bunch of cultural differences. Either way, the answer is everything. We literally do everything together. There you go. So no one asked me, but if you think that age gap relationships are destined to fail and doomed from the start, here's why you're wrong. My age gap relationship is thriving based off our differences. Everybody thinks that, oh my God, y'all are so different. What do you have to relate to each other? It's like, that's what makes it great. He's telling me about things that I just do not have the experience to know. I just was not around to know, like, and I'm telling him things from how I grew up, things that were totally different experiences. This is happening. It is highly functional. Dating an older man is the best decision that I've ever made.
What is the biggest age gap in relationship you're willing to have? For me, I'm 25,
I think Theo would have to answer that question.
and I can get down with the 55 plus community. I'm just saying. My boyfriend is 10 years older than me, so for me, I really don't care, but I'm just curious to what everybody else feels like. Everybody's different. I know some people are like, they have to be the same age or 3 years only, and they have all these strict rules and regulations. But
Before she goes any further, Theo, there's a question that some of the guys may have. They are going to be watching you on stage virtually. So will they be able to attend all of Theo's classes that way? So this is a question for you, Theo. Shout out to you, brother.
honestly, if you were to get your panties out of a knot and try to date an older man, maybe you wouldn't cry yourself to sleep every night.
Reach.
How can I explain myself?
My name's Kayla.
That don't matter. That don't matter. Come sign this, baby girl.
Oh, okay.
But at the same time, like I said, and me, you know, I'm 56 years old.
Damn!
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Because it was a...
Number 44. Woo! 44, that's me! Get some cold cuts, get some cold cuts, get some cold cuts. Woo!
Looks like we made it.
I'm going to say something as we go through this video. And I didn't do this on purpose, but I noticed this when I was putting it together. I rarely, I'm going to say this, and maybe you guys can attest to this too. I rarely see a dude in an age gap relationship with a busted chick. I rarely see dudes with the Lizzos with a 23-year-old Lizzo. Ain't nobody dating the Nail Carters that's 26. Is rare. Usually, as you guys watch, I'm serious, I'm not being facetious. I'm noticing among black men, white men, Latin men, Asian men, all of us dudes that like younger women, we usually pick some decent women. To whereas if we had somebody our own age, they might be decent, they may be all right. But I usually see the dudes with the age gap relationships, y'all usually come up on the hotties. Now, somebody will sit back and say, well, that's because of money. Well, however you want to put it, because if I was with somebody my own age, she want money too. And if I was with somebody my own age, and if we talked about green cards, a woman my age would want a green card too. But as we go through these videos, I just want you guys to take a notice. And it hit me the other day when I was putting this video together. I say, these dudes ain't got no busted chicks. And it wasn't like I was looking for just videos of dudes with decent looking women. It was just, that's what it was. And then I started, when I see you guys here in Colombia, you guys be with some very attractive women to be 47. To be 53. For a man to be 53, you be with some very attractive women. For a man that's 61. For a man that's 44. For a man that's 41. I'll be seeing y'all with no monsters, man. I could say that, man. I could definitely say that. Shout out to my man, I am at AMSM. He said, salute, Andre. Salute to you as well, kind sir. He said, hi to Andrea. He said, peace to everyone in the chat. Yes, sir. And thank you guys for supporting by way of PayPal, Cash App, and Super Chat. Let's go back to the video, but you guys are going to notice what I noticed.
Look how far we've come, my baby.
And the bills, that's a bag with some money in my pocket. Keep up. So many pretty girls around me, and they're waking up the rocket. Keep up.
A lot of the men, the older men, they want to date younger women. It's either because they need to have a younger woman to have multiple children with her. I know because I know a lot of personally people like that. Second, women, like it or not, they like younger body, they like younger vagina. They like younger look. They like to go outside and be seen with a younger woman. They want something fresh that lasts for a long time. Even though, with that being said, a lot of the younger women, when they get to like a age like 35, 40, they usually want to leave this older man. So a lot of men, let's be honest, a lot of men want to be with a younger woman. As much as it hurts to the older women, a lot of guys just want a fresh body, want to have a tight vagina. They didn't go through pregnancy. They don't want all the emotional burden. A woman in her 30s, 40s, 50s, whatever, they already set their own ways, usually stubborn. So they don't want that. They want something without all the heavy.
It's no big deal. It's no big deal. This is no big deal.
There's a whole fucking community of this shit that I just found out.
It's a bunch of freaky niggas.
It's not a bunch of freaky niggas. It's a bunch of
Now. What is the big girl that's bigger than? She's bigger than both of the guys sitting there put together. No, she's bigger than the guy in the middle, and I think that's another big girl on the other side. So there's one brother in the middle, two women on both ends, one looking like a running back, one looking like a fullback. You ever notice that the women that complain the most about age gap relationships are not attractive anyway? I'll say that again. They're not the ones that you would pick if you were picking women your own age anyway. So all you guys that's in the States and you care about what other people think, I'm gonna tell y'all the last thing about age gap relationships that they have in common before we go back to the video. Any of you guys in age gap relationships, you'll notice about your girl who's that you're in a relationship with, and y'all got a real good relationship. Age gap relationship people give no F's about what y'all think. It's like a gene we have that we were born. It's like a mutation we have that the younger woman has and that the older man has. We don't give an F. Literally, we have no F's to give about what y'all think about us. Yes, y'all can give us some advice and things like that. But when it comes to the age gap thing, dude, it's like we don't have the ability to even care. I do not sit around and talk about some, man, Andre, 27 years separated, man. What was I thinking? What? We don't do that. When you guys criticize us on social media, like, I can't believe this older man is with that younger woman. Dude, literally, any of you guys that's in the age, okay, put a 1 in the comment section if you've ever been or if you are in an age gap relationship and you understand where I'm coming from. Like, we don't give F's. We literally don't. We could care less about what people think about us, to where other people might think they may care about, I don't want to be with somebody from a different race because of the black woman might say something, so I'm gonna stay with my race. Or somebody say, I may not want to be with somebody from a different economic scale because of economics or classism. But when it comes to age, man, put a 1 in the comment section if you do not care or if you did not care. Because I'm telling you, people that are in age gap relationships, man, we have that one thing in common. The man and the woman, if y'all ever think, well, they ain't got nothing in common. Yes, they do. They both don't give a F about what y'all think about them. I swear, dude, nobody gives no F's about what people that are in same age relationship. Me and my grandmama, my grandmama and granddaddy was married together since they were, the one was 107 and the other one died at 103. We are happy for them. That ain't got nothing to do with us. They ain't got nothing to do with us. So all you dudes that are in other countries that are in age gap relationships, brother, enjoy yourself. And let your girl who don't care. I'm gonna say this again. It's not just the man that doesn't care. It's the younger woman that don't care. Andrea don't be sitting around caring about what her friends or cousins or strangers got to say about her relationship. Andrea is happily married. It's women that's her age that ain't got no man and 2 babies. Who winning? Andrea not sitting around worrying about what the women thinking about. Girl, you got 2 babies. We ain't gonna waste no time thinking about you. He said, a real man dates and marries his age group. A real man dates and marries his age group. It depends on what his age group is. But the real man part, I'm gonna tell you something. Real man dates and marries who the hell he wants. I kid you not. From being around the world, I'm seeing all the happy marriages, and every happy marriage I've seen was a man that dated and married who the hell he wanted. Not who society told him to marry. They told him that society will tell you to marry this particular class. Society will tell you to marry this particular political background. Like if she's a Democrat, then you're a Democrat, or you're a Republican, she's a Republican. Society will tell you that you want to marry upper middle class or this or upper class. Society will tell you that you want to marry all black, keep the race strong, all white, keep the race strong. Society will tell you to, if you 45, she should be no later than like 38 years old. Society, man, dude, the happiest couples that I have seen are around the world are the couples that gave less than a dang about what y'all think about them. I kid you not. If you ever want to watch happy couples, the number one sign of a happy couple is they give no F's to anybody. F's, they don't give F's on Halloween. They don't give F's for Christmas. They don't give F's for birthdays, holidays. We give no F's. We don't care what y'all think. Life is too short to care about what people think. I'm not saying with my man that's you, AM. I'm just saying, just in general, I've noticed that about people. The happiest couples are couples that could give less than an F about what y'all think about them. They really do. In younger, older relationships, I wish I would waste my good. I wish I would have thrown Andrea away because she was 23, just so I can get with a woman I was 50 and get with a woman that was 43. So I'm gonna throw away a good, solid 23-year-old that can give me kids, just so society can feel good if I dated a 43-year-old that couldn't give me no kids, who probably already had kids. So society would have been proud of me to becoming a stepdad to a 43-year-old who got kids. Society would have said, go black man, go black man. But I would have thrown away a quality 23-year-old because of what society said, and I wish the heck I would have. I wish I would have thrown Andrea away trying to keep up with society. I kid you not, man. Don't do that, gentlemen. Don't do that. Shout out to my man Farty in the building. What's up, Andre Chat? Starting my 3rd week out of the Matrix. Loving every single minute of it. I know you are, brother. Oh, I know he's being sarcastic. I know. But and shout out to my man AM SM. He's always doing great things. But at the end of the day, he's right. He's right. When it comes to society, society will want us to only date around the parameters of what they think is deemed as respectful. Do you think I care about somebody calling me a predator? Nope. A creep? Mm-mm. Monster? No. Not at all. Dude, I do not be going to bed depressed and sad while I'm holding my 30-year-old wife. I said 30. I had to. While I'm holding my 30-year-old wife and we're both sleeping. Do you think I'll be sitting around worried about what lonely women, lonely big girls, big girls have to say? This is y'all in the States. This is what you got to deal with in the States. These are the ones that are going to call you creepy, Why you with that young girl? Why she with you? That ain't none of their business, man. That is none of their business. Shout out to my brother. He says this. He said I was age gap dating in college. He said he didn't realize it. It was just one of the professors. He said I stayed shooting my shot at a freshman at the freshman class women. He said my daughter's mother is 4 years younger. And I can understand that. And also age gap relationships is not for everybody. I really believe most guys aren't wired for age gap relationships. I'm gonna say that again. Most dudes ain't built for this. Most dudes will F it up. You know why? If I can get one young girl, I can get all the young girls. And you take your butt out there, you just ruin a good relationship with a good woman because you now think you can get all the young girls. And yes, you can. You can. But you ruin a good relationship. Some guys don't know how to choose the right young woman. Yes, you choose a young woman, but she on party girl mode. She on I'm young and I'm wild and I'm free. You choose a young girl, but she belongs to the streets. You choose a young girl in Cartagena, but yeah, she's a scammer. So some of you dudes, yes, you like younger women, but when it comes to putting your younger woman on the scale, man, your choices are trash. Yes, she's beautiful, but she's a bottom feeder. She's a catfish. She eats from the bottom of the sea, the bottom of the river. She's beautiful though, but she is a bottom feeder. That's why I say being with a younger woman in a relationship, now sleeping with a younger woman is one thing. You can get a younger woman to sleep with, but in a relationship, not everybody built to choose the right younger woman. Some of you dudes are just horrible when it comes to choosing a younger woman. And I mean horrible. Many of us are great and many of us are not. So if you're going to do choosing relationships with younger women, balance, be able to at least choose a decent woman, no matter what age she is. My man T-Mac says, my homie was out with a beauty last night in Medellin, and he said that a group of American hyenas were mad, dogging him and gossiping at dinner last night. Man, I don't see y'all better men than me. See, me and my lady friend would have got up, check please, and lived. You know what? We wouldn't have left. We would have sat there and let it simmer. Let them American women feel the pain of seeing a black man happy. That hurts a lot of those ladies when they come down to Colombia. To see y'all, and it's one thing to see y'all on TikTok and y'all happy. It's another thing to be at the same dinner table and watching you men happy as hell. They can't stand. Society will never help you make a good choice, ever. Absolutely correct, ever. He said, what's the definition of the real man? Usually broken women have an answer for that one. Yep. Shout out to you, gentlemen. Let me scroll down, make sure I got everybody. My man, the hybrid said this. He said, I don't keep up with society, period. It's not good for our health. Me and my Uncle Jeffrey was just saying that same thing today about changing our algorithm on YouTube to where most of our videos that pop up on YouTube for us, as a person, we want more stuff that pop up that has to do with cloud engineering, IT. We want to make more suggestions when it comes to financial literacy, spirituality, instead of just videos that pop up on YouTube. Yeah, look at this girl. She left her husband and now she wants him back. All that is cool, but we kind of burnt out on all that mess. He said that starts that's a starter for the offensive line. You ain't know that? Man, that's a big woman. She got the Ricky Williams dreads. Shout out to Ricky Williams. He said that MFers, he said, don't pay my rent, preach. Rent bills, so especially to hell with who I sleep with. Absolutely correct, Bobby. Absolutely correct. Miss Deltron, yeah. He said, it ain't right. Why can't you be normal? And that's serious, man. That is so serious. So serious. I see you guys in the comments. Shout out to all you guys. Shout out to my man Mad Max Gary in the building. Shout out to you once again, Gary. Gary said, you're right. He said, I could have stayed in Colombia living the same life. He said, but I wised up and married the prettiest girl I met. Yes, she is still beautiful, Gary. Your wife is still beautiful after all these years, man. Shout out to you. I don't see why she's still with you. Or why she's still with you, crazy dude. But yeah. And people are going to say that about me. Why is Andrea still with that crazy dude? Shout out to my Indiana brother, Gary. He said they hate to see their core. Their core. Oh, they hate it to their core. Yeah, they do hate it to their core when a dude is sitting up there, makes you smile, doesn't it? It does. It does. Them sisters be hot, they be mad. Nobody told them to be mad at another man's relationship or another man's date. He said, I have attractive women 10 to 20 years older than me. He said, and now I even attract 25 years younger than me. Yeah, and it's like that, Corporal. Shout out to Corporal being in the building. It's like that. It really is. Mr. S.T. Jones himself. She's nearly 400. Yeah, she a big girl, big girl. She probably got a fan under her seat. You know, big girls keep them fans around. And shout out to the African Wolf. Dr. Umar has entered the chat. I know, right? Hit the Cash App. That's Dr. Umar. Hit the Cash App. Beyonce, hit the Cash App. Jay-Z, hit the Cash App. Umar is smashing foreign chicks overseas. Oh, yeah, he is. Let's get back to the video, gentlemen.
YN girls that loves older niggas.
Sugar baby.
And a lot of older men.
Sugar babies.
I mean, some of the ages, like okay, for instance, right? Like there's a boundary.
pretty much.
There's a boundary. Like they say, for instance, Shannon Sharp was let's say 50 messing with a 20-year-old. That you can't do that.
He was. What do you mean say? That's literally
That's what I'm saying.
what they're saying.
That is out of bounds. That's out of bounds.
Right.
That's out of bounds. So there got to be a certain limit to the age that you're willing to mess with.
So let me go back to your answer because I wanted to pick your brain about this.
You do not have to worry about any age differences with your twin flame union because at the core, you guys are the same age spiritually. It really doesn't matter if there's 30 years, 5 years, 40 years, 2 years between you and your twin flame. You guys are literally one being. So if one of you came to earth before the other one, they were just learning a different set of lessons than you are learning. And it is completely safe to work on your union, even with a large age difference.
Now I got married to an older man. A zaddy, if you will.
So I had a hate comment accusing me of being Gen Z. I like how I say they accused me like this was some kind of terrible crime to be Gen Z. And if you know me, you know that.
And she says, I'm 38 years age gap relationship, pretending to be 19 instead of a 22-year one. So she's actually in a 22-year age gap.
I'm in an age gap relationship. My partner is 22 years older than me. And because I look so young, people give us stank looks all the time. They really do be giving him stank looks sometimes. My poor baby, he don't deserve it. Because again, I'm closer to 40 than I am to 20. But I'm not gonna lie, I do like to play it up when we're in public. I do like to play it up. I put like little clips in my hair. And I like to wear little tiny like mini dresses and like little short shorts and little tank tops. And people see us, I'll be holding his hand. People look at him, they're just like, they get so mad. They get so mad. So I was thinking of making an alt TikTok account where I pretend to be like 19. And it's just about me and my partner. I want to have people thinking that we're in a 38-year age gap as opposed to a 22-year age gap. Should I do it? Should I be the little troll that I was meant to be?
We need to start shifting the cultural norms when it comes to these age gap relationships in Hollywood and in real life. We need to start shifting these cultural norms and stop normalizing this essentially pedophilic behavior.
Pedophilic behavior. The same thing that people, it's all throughout the Bible, age gaps. It has been said that Joseph was in his early 30s and Mary was 16 and 17 when they even considered getting married before God came to them about Jesus. Remember, the marriage is going to take place. That was the part. It wasn't like Joseph married Jesus after, Mary after after she found out she was pregnant with Jesus. No, the wedding was already planned before the Holy Spirit came to Mary and said, hey, you are the Virgin Mother. And history shown that Joseph was right around 32, 33 years old. Mary was 16, 17 years old. I'm not condoning that because we're not used to that in our country. But what I am saying that even through all the way throughout the Bible, there's always been some type of form of age gap, whether it be 10 years, whether it be 15 years. It's always been that. It's always been that with royalty. It's always been like that. Whether it be age gap with his wife or age gap with his concubines. It's always been like that. I don't know why women are complaining as if this is something new, but it's not. It's throughout human history. And they always want to use only women in the United States. I can't just say United States because they do that here in Colombia based off of what Andrea was saying. They always want to make it seem like it's perverted. You're a pedophile. You should be registered. For what? For what? It's sad that a woman can be old enough to be drafted, well, not drafted, but to enlist in the military, but she can't be old enough to be able to be responsible in a relationship. So wait a minute, let's pause with this. Correct me if I'm wrong. A woman can enlist in the military at 18 like a man, right? That means this woman can be, that society has deemed this woman able to protect a country at 18. I want to let this sink in. This woman is able to protect a country at 18. Carry, clean, break down, and put back together artillery at 18. Be out there marching for miles, rain, sleet, snow, mud, crud at 18. In the Navy, jumping in the middle of oceans at 18. So she can do all that, put her life on the line at 18, protect a whole country at 18. Legally, a woman at 18. But woe unto her if she's a 18-year-old that's mature enough that she likes older men that's 28 or 30. Woe unto her. But she can go out there and enlist for the military at 18. Could somebody help me make that make sense? Because I don't get it. Now, I'm not saying go out looking for 18-year-olds or 19-year-olds. Don't get me wrong. But what I'm saying is we're hypocrites. You can't sit back and say this woman is adult with this, but then, you know, yeah, she's old enough to protect countries. But no, she's just not ready for relationships. She's old enough to put together artillery and stand guard. But when it comes to men, she's just not ready for this. And I'm talking to some of you dads too. Because your daughter is old enough to enlist in the military and protect the same country in which you told her she can't go on a date on or in. We hypocritical. Are they adults or are they not adults? Now, like I said, I wouldn't go back to 18. I wouldn't go back to be that far to date somebody, but it may be somebody that's 25 and they want to date an 18-year-old, and we will crucify a 25-year-old for dating an 18 or 19-year-old. I can't believe you 25. How are you dating a 19-year-old? Y'all funny style. Okay, well, thank you for letting me know. He said, Dre, most military women get with older military men. Thank you for letting me know that. He said we're usually at the rank where we knew what we were doing and had our own place, money, car, and usually didn't hang out around the base. So a lot of the younger women got with some of the mature guys in the military because of your maturity. That's funny. He say, listen, the legal age in the U.S. varies from state to state. And this is true, my friend. This is true. A lot of people don't realize there are states, and I'm not just talking about recent, but has always been, there are states where it's younger than 18. We've got quite a few states where it's 16. Quite a few. Yep, 16 to 18. Thanks, guys. Yep, absolutely correct. Yeah, I looked that up a couple years ago. You are absolutely correct, brother. That's why I agree with you. Yep, I came across those stats on the different ages and stages. Now, like I said, most of us aren't going back that far when it comes to dating somebody, but I just still could. Oh, is the law enforcement the same way? So a woman could go into law enforcement at 18. He said, I've seen young female officers like here in Colombia with older divorced guys. Barry says this. Shout out to you, Jay. Barry says this. He said, these relationships arouse curiosity and they only focus on the signals on the goal side rather than the compatibility and the shared values. This is so true. I'm gonna have to look that up. That's the first time I've let me write that down. You know, you see a word that you're like, wait a minute. Let me write that down. Yeah, you're right. People are shallow, man, and they only think about the shallow side of things. Let's go back to on the sexual side. Okay, I thought I was writing down a new word. I'm like, I haven't seen that word before. Let me look that down, put that in my lexicon. Let's go back to the video.
We talked about how Republicans are actively trying to lower the age of consent right now in this country. And I believe in some places it's already as low as like 15 or 14. So they want to be able to have access to your 12-year-olds, y'all. And they're going to make a law that allows that if they can get away with it. These people are sick. We talked about the founding fathers and how these motherfuckers were predators too. How Thomas Jefferson was sexually assaulting his 13-year-old child slave who was also consequently his wife's half sister.
Was there a law against that? Was there a law against that? I'm not saying I condone that. Do not think I'm saying that. But United States is a country of laws. Was there a law at that time period? Because the United States was not a country yet, was it? To even have laws implemented, was it? My point is that you see these women just reaching for tools of attack, man. And that's why those of us who are in age gap relationships, we don't care, man. We just let these people talk.
That is the rot that exists within this country. And it has proliferated and continued all the way today to manifest in things like Harvey Weinstein and things like Dan Schneider having Nickelodeon teenagers doing sexually provocative, weird ass shit for children on children's shows.
We're in an age gap relationship. Of course, everybody thinks we're father and daughter. Put your seatbelt on.
We're in an age gap relationship. Of course, everyone thinks I'm with him because I got daddy issues. Ooh, babe, can we get these?
Put that down. You always ask for stuff.
Huh.
We're in an age gap relationship. And of course, some people think I can't get a woman my own age.
We popping bottles. Come on, babe. We'll show you good times tonight.
And I'm just tore up about it.
We're in an age gap relationship. Of course, my mom and my man are the same age.
Hey, babe, does your mom still have some of that icy hot?
We're in an age gap relationship. Of course, people think I'm with him for his money.
Hey, baby, you got $1? I know I can get this thing. I got one more try. Come on. I know I got it.
No.
We're in an age gap relationship. Of course, we've got plenty in common. For instance, there's
Look at these nails.
fingernails. We both got fingernails. Those are nice, babe.
We're in an age gap relationship. Of course, younger dudes tell me my man's too old for me.
What? When are you talking to younger dudes?
You know, in my DM.
Take away your things and go. Can't take back what you said. Oh no, I've heard it all before.
So this is in reference to the last J. King video, the age gap video, right? Now, I understand the difference of opinions and all that, you know, but last time I checked, ain't 27 grown? Ain't 27 grown? Did I not already push a baby out? Have I not been paying bills since 18? Like, what do you mean? I'm pushing 30. I know you can't tell, huh? But since when is 27 not grown? And to keep it real with you, it ain't my fault that the only one that can keep up with me just so happens to have to be seasoned. You know what I'm saying? Have to have a little something going on for themselves. Because let me tell you something. I will roll over and die before I date somebody my age. Let me be the first to tell you, baby, I'm not playing those games anymore. So what do you...
Did not Andrea say that there are so many women in the world that they just don't want to be with dudes that play games? She said, I will roll over and die before I date a dude my age again. She sounds like she's happy with the dude that she's with. Sounds like they got a kid. And yet people are still telling her because they're 10-year age gap that she not grown. That's how stupid people are.
What do you mean? 27 and grown.
She said, when your man is 10 years older than you, he stands on everything he said. He tore that eyelash off. He was beating it up so good.
Age gap couple. Of
course, I be all in them guts like nobody ever has.
We're an age gap couple. Of
course I know how to court my woman.
We're an age gap couple. Of
course I take my time with her mind, body, and soul. We're an age gap couple. Of course
I don't understand his dad jokes.
We're an age gap couple. Of course
He got put down the same year I was born.
Damn. We are an age gap couple. Of course.
He's worried about my health. It is too. We're an age gap couple.
Of course, every day is a teaching moment.
We're an age gap couple.
Of course, she never been to a club where she couldn't wear tennis shoes.
Damn.
We're an age gap couple. Of course.
Of course, they ask if I'm his daughter.
In the middle of the night, in my dreams, I could have my Gucci on.
My boyfriend is white and twice my age, and we're having a little disagreement, which we don't really have too often, so it's really crazy that this is getting us. I just told him that I thought that it was so crazy that I'm turning a quarter years old, like, and he goes, what? I'm like, I'm turning a quarter years old, 25.
No, you're turning a quarter of a century. Babe, a quarter years old, you'd be 3 months. Are you 3 months old?
I'm a quarter years old.
Dog. Oh, for you, brother.
Glad to meet you. It feels illegal.
We didn't go to high school together. No, we didn't, because she's older than me. However,
just a few years.
well, we won't go there, but
We can.
Let me tell you the perks about marrying an older man. I'm 29 years old and my husband is 38. And the other day, it was 9 p.m. and he starts holding his knee. He's like, oh, my knee is hurting, my joints are hurting. He's like, I'm gonna go home and sleep. I don't have to worry about him walking with other women. He can barely walk. God is good.
Are just better when they're in their 50s. 49 is still good too.
So if you are an older man who is dating or wanting to date, I want to share with you the one leverage point that you have with regards to getting a younger woman. So the beautiful perspective that you have with regards to life is a lot of men who are after the age of 45, 40s, they start to kind of shift their perspective as to what is really important in life. You're not necessarily.
And my man is 72 years old. 72 years old, and I think she's 27 in this photo right here. I think she's 27. He's 72 years old. If men don't win in the end, I don't know who do. I'm gonna say that again. If based off this photo right here, if men who take care of themselves don't win in the end, tell me who does. Wifey 27 and he is 72 years old. Look like he live in somebody's gym.
In the building phase.
Let's bring that back. Let's bring that photo of them
Men
back.
who are after the age of 45, 40s, they start to kind of shift their perspective as to what is really important in life. You're not necessarily in the building phase anymore. So this one amazing thing that you get to leverage with a younger woman is I'm going to share with you the wisdom and the knowledge and the experience that I have of where I have been versus where I am potentially going. Now, I'm not saying that you're not hardworking or that you are not necessarily doing your due and you are continuing to bring home whatever it is that you bring home, but your purpose changes a little bit from your 20s to your 30s to your 40s and even to your 50s. So the beautiful thing about this is that you get to offer wisdom and then she gets to offer you the energy, the spontaneity, the spunk, her ability to keep you young with her energy. That's why typically women are looking for an older man. So don't forget this when you are searching and when you are looking for a potential partner. If you are dating and you're a man who is wanting to date a younger woman, this is your greatest asset, your calmness, your groundedness, your ability to see the world and perspectives and people for what they really are, which is just a bunch of noise, right? Drama. Again, when you reach that certain point in your life.
Bring this one back right here. I want y'all to see this one here.
Partner, if you are dating and you're a man who is wanting to date a younger.
She said, I was 18, the white girl. I was 18 and he was 60. I was 18 and he was 60. Let's look at their story while the ladies talk, while the lady talks.
Woman, this is your greatest asset, your calmness, your groundedness.
Been together 10 years, 2 kids together.
Yes, your ability.
He's 70 right now, looking good with the 70 player.
To see the world and perspective.
He paid for my business degree. Shout out to him.
And people for what they really are.
He got 3 grown kids. Shout out to him. Got his DNA going. While he's also got the 2 young ones from her.
Which is just a bunch of noise, right? Drama. Again, when you reach that certain point in your life, shit just don't matter anymore, because you know that we all get older and we all get closer to what eventually happens to us. So keep that wisdom, share that with a woman, and she will never leave you. Like she will hold on to that, because a lot of women who are younger, they have there's a freneticness about them, there's a naivete about them. And so you get to usher her into a world of stability and calmness.
Do older men hit different? And let me tell you something. I'm not a seasoned vet in this. I've only dated one older man, and it is the older man that I'm dating now. I like to call him a seasoned gentleman. Okay. I would say yes. It's very different in a positive way, and it is due to the fact that he has learned from his past and he's used the knowledge that he's learned and actively worked on himself. He goes to therapy. He has 2 therapists. He is very ambitious, very honest, very authentic. He's very sure of himself. And he is very in tune with himself, and because of those attributes, he's able to love and respect me in a beautiful and honest, authentic way. Now, do all men do this? No. People can live to 300 years old and never get to know themselves. People can be 5, 10, 15 years old and are authentically themselves and want to be better. So it's not necessarily just because of his age. It's a lot to do with who he is as a person. But I will say that probably on average, most men don't do that kind of work until they're older or until they realize they have to for whatever reason. So short answer, I'm gonna say yes, it does hit different, but because of the man that I'm dating. That's on period.
Someone asked me why I love older foreign men. Age doesn't matter when he respects me, support me, and gives love with maturity. Older men aren't boring. They're just done playing games.
I want an older man fly like Nas.
Or, here's another idea that's going to be very controversial. You could shut the fuck up.
So where were we? Oh, yes. You were holding your breath.
All right, Bob.
The family matter and the truth of the matter. Here was God's plan to show y'all the liar.
Okay, so age gaps. I support them. So the biggest age gap that I've ever had is 30 years. No, I'm kidding.
The biggest age gap is that I had is 7.5 years. He was 34. And interestingly, he was one of the best connections to this day that I've ever had.
Women tend to go for older men. Why? Older men have more status, are more competent, have more resources, and are more developed because it takes more time for men to develop. And a man...
I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna let y'all hear that in the back of the church. It takes more time for men to develop. The reason why I kind of like paused on that, to let you younger brothers know, let me go right here, to let you younger brothers know that there's nothing wrong with being in the developmental stage of life in certain areas. Some of you guys are 28, 38, and you've developed economically. You still have other curves to overcome. You don't know how to build a network. Some of you guys know how to build a network, but you don't know how to build a relationship. Some of you guys are great at networking, great at business, but you're not taking care of your health, your physical health. So it does take longer for a man to fully realize that I got to juggle all this. So, and here's another one. A lot of you guys think just because you got your money right, you got life right. Some of you guys think because you got your money right, you think you got life right. But you're the main one that can't even keep a girlfriend, a woman that doesn't even want to be with you. You got some of you guys got women that will smash you, sleep with you, party with you, but there is nothing about you that says solidify relationship. Everything about you says let's party. Everything about you says let's go hang out, let's travel. There is nothing about you says I want to grow old together. I want to have your kids. I want to be a grandparent with you. I want to be the last face that you see when you cross over. There's nothing about that. So I'm gonna be even more straightforward. Some guys, some of us men are matured in some areas, but the way you carry yourself, you want to die alone. Some of you dudes carry yourself like you want your body. You desire your body at 61 to be found somewhere 3 days later, decomposing. And the only reason somebody found your body because they could smell it from across the hall. It's easy to lean on that you are financially secure and forget about your health, or forget about your spirituality, or forgetting about your networking, building relationships, new languages. It's easy to do that, but that's not wise. Anything happened to me, I want somebody to find my body within 4 hours. I'm gonna say that again. Anything happened to me, I want to have a network of people that somebody gonna call and reach out, or somebody gonna come to see me, or something gonna happen to where within the 3 to 4 hour radius, if I'm gone, they ain't gonna find me decaying 3 or 4 days later. That ain't gonna happen. That is not gonna happen. Somebody gonna know Andre been missing for 6 hours, 4 hours. Let's make some phone calls. But some of us carry ourselves like we don't care. We gallivant across these countries and act like we don't care if anybody finds us or not. So an important part that Kevin Samuels used to talk about was the networking part. Having important people that are good people in your life as a part of your network. And that includes maybe a special lady or two. Shout out to man Jeffrey Rice in the building. Jeffrey said, women hate that we that we can get women that cooperate, younger and better women. Yeah, absolutely correct. They don't like that. And it was like that since I was a kid, man. I used to see the church mothers used to just hate on the young women coming into church. Dude, I remember going to church. I remember when you would sit back and see a sexy stripper get saved. Man, them church mothers hated that woman for the first year. I would see some women that were like, I used to belong to the streets, but I don't know more. But they still have the same body, the same pretty face and everything. And they come into that church. Boy, them old church mothers used to be hating, especially if she got a body and she like 25 and she don't belong to the streets no more. She belong to God. Man, them church mothers in my churches in Detroit, man, listen, haters. You say, what, Dre, find you 3-4 hours? Yeah, at least 3-4 hours. Somebody gonna be checking on Andre. Shout out to my man D. Respect with the $5 love. Yeah, it's important to be honest with and where you are at life. Absolutely correct. There's always room for growth. And that's one of the things that I can sit back and say, as an older man, you discover that there's always room for growth. You don't think about it as a younger dude, but as an older dude, you start to realize a part of life, there's always room for growth. There's always room for more networking. There's always room to learn something more. There's always room for, for better health, for more spiritual, whether you meditate, whether you read, whether you pray, whether you Islamic, whether you are Christian, whether you're a Catholic, Buddhist, doesn't matter, spiritualist. But it's got to be some room for the inner you as well. And you start to discover that there's an inner you that needs to develop, as well as the man that makes the money. The man that makes the money needs to develop, but also the inner you needs to develop as well. My man Law Dog said, the people hating on young women with older men are always older, bitter women. Always. He say they're the ones keeping their sisters down. Yep. Single women keep women single. Corporal ST said this. He said that 72-year-old man is looking good with that 20-something-year-old one. And they both look happy. Every one of these videos, this is the funny part. I did not have to do a special search for these videos. Every one of these videos, women look decent, very decent, if not extremely beautiful. None of them had the big girls, big girls. And every one of those young women looked content and happy, and every one of those men looked happy. As we went through the videos, everybody looks happy. The only people that's unhappy when it comes to age gap relationships are the people that's looking from the outside. They're always the only ones that's never happy. Let's bring this beat back and repeat what he has to say about older men.
To this day, that I've ever had.
Women tend to go for older men. Why? Older men have more status, are more competent, have more resources, and are more developed, because it takes more time for men to develop. And a man lives to become competent enough in order to attract the beautiful woman that they want one day. But in this modern world, a man has to choose to develop consciously. If you just work at Starbucks from 20 to 30 years old and that's it, and low-level retail jobs, and you stay stuck in these places where you're just accepting orders and clicking buttons really fast, you're not going to develop. So it's up to a man to constantly choose and notch out another part of the journey along the way, to set challenges and goals and a vision for himself and his life, and to go out there and to get them over and over and over. Because deep down, through all the trauma, all the messed up beliefs and things that have happened to you and your environment, this is what most men literally want more than anything in the world.
I don't give a damn that my man is 12 years older than me. I don't sleep with y'all at night worried about how old my man is, talking about what you gonna do when he old, this and that. Why are y'all so pressed? Like, can I be happy for once? Can I be happy? Like, are you cool? Like, it's always something. Like, okay, That's my old man. I'm gonna worry about it. You don't gotta worry about it. Okay, I'm 27. I'm grown. As long as sis ain't under 18, it really don't matter. You feel me? Like, what do y'all be talking about? But I be seeing y'all in the comments. Don't be wishing an early end to my relationship just because he's 12 years older than me. Mind your business. We're doing great. We're flourishing. Everything is wonderful. We have plenty in common. Everything is great. So thanks for the concerns, but no thanks. That's my man, and I'm sticking beside him. And I already told y'all that. I don't care. 12 years. It could have been 15 years. Hell, it could have been 20 years, and I was still gonna be with that man. Why? Because it was written in the stars. That's why.
Have to go back to what they know. They have to go back to what is comfortable with them. These black men who are older, they changed, they've matured, and they don't want to deal with the little girl shit no more. But these older women, they don't want to go through the change. They don't want to heal. So they settle for young niggas. They settle for young black men who has not changed, who has not matured yet, because that is where they are comfortable at. And that's why you see older black men getting with the younger black women, because there's a lot of younger black women who are getting their shit together, who are educated, who is financially stable, who wants to be with a like partner. They want to be with somebody who is like them, like-minded. And so when folks say, what do young black girls and what do older black men got in common? A lot. A lot of these older black women are not fucking educated. That's why they go for these YNs, because they buy them. They're buying them shit. They're buying their love. That's where they're comfortable. They're comfortable being with little bitty ass boys. They can't handle being with a grown man. But the moment they see a young girl with a grown ass black man, it's always, be careful. These men did not love telling the older woman, ma'am, the type of men you attract at your age is not the type of men that I attract at my age. Okay? I don't pull the 45-year-old men that you pull as a 45-year-old woman. The men that I pull as a 45-year-old men that I pull as a 28-year-old woman wouldn't even look at your 45-year-old self. It is not because it has anything to do with the fact that you're 40.
She made a good point right there. She said, the men that I attract at 28 and you're 45, they wouldn't even look at you at 45, and they're 45. The 45-year-old man don't even look at the 45-year-old woman. That's what she's saying. That's the difference.
45 and I'm 28, but it has everything to do with how you carry yourself. Older black women are not willing to work out. Older black women do not listen. Older black women feel like they ain't got to change shit. Older black women, it's my way or the highway.
Is she lying? Is she lying?
Older black women are miserable as fuck. So they have to go to what they know. They have to go to what is comfortable for them. So that's why you see an influx of older black women dating younger black men. They can't be with the black men who have matured. They can't. They can't be with the black men who have matured. And so being that that's the case, these mature black men, now they're older. They're probably at the age now where they're like, I don't mind settling or starting a second family. So they get with the younger black woman. And it'd be 10 times better than what it was with that older black woman. It just always do. I've never seen a case where it wasn't. I just fucking have it. Older black women, they be too controlling. They don't motherfucking want to listen. They don't want to compromise. It's my way or the highway. My way to highway. But then want to turn your nose up when you see a young girl with the older man. Girl, bye.
And that is the end of the video.
I feel like I have to.
She was the grand finale. She told it all. She told it all. The older women don't want to change. They don't want to listen. They want you to change. They want you to listen. And like what she said, I have yet to see an older man that stopped dating. And you know what? I'm gonna say this too. I have to agree with her. I have yet to see the older man that stopped dating older women go back to dating older women. I'm serious. I have yet to see some of y'all dudes that stopped dating older women and had some good relationships. I'm not talking about trashy party relationships with younger women. I'm talking about you had some good relationships with younger women, but because the younger women were younger, you went back to older women. I have never seen that. I've only seen men that if they were with older women and it didn't work and you dated younger women and it worked, you stayed with the younger women and you never went back to the older women. You never went back. Now, had you smashed one, you probably smashed one or two, but I'm talking about serious relationship. I ain't seen none of y'all. Me, listen, I already know I'm with Andrea for life. If I wasn't with Andrea, I would still be with the young lady pool. Why? Because I've already had good experience. Why would I? Okay, it didn't work out with Andrea, so I'm gonna go get some older woman. Shh, I wish the hell I would. That ain't gonna happen. That ain't gonna happen. You know how they say, once you go black, you never go back? Once you stop dealing with old, hey, I've been sold. Once you stop dealing with old, hey, I've been sold. Ain't nobody going back to them old chicks, man. And if you do, all you're gonna do is go back and fantasize about younger women. So you might as well stay in the pool of, if you've had good quality experiences, and I mean that, if you had good quality, mature younger women on your team, I've yet to see the dude that left mature quality younger women. I'm not talking party girls. I'm not talking about her looks. I'm talking about mature party girls. I mean, mature women that weren't just partying all the time and went back to some woman that was 43, 44, 47. I've never seen that. Yep. Once you go young, you done. Facts. Facts. Good one. Once you go young, you're done. My man, I am SM said this. He said, I activated Facebook dating and 40 plus euro women are liking me. Yeah. He said, I'm not going. Swipe left. He said, I need them fives, and he said, I need them 5 to 20 years. Yep, you're younger than me. Absolutely correct. Absolutely. I couldn't see it. I mean that for the bottom of my heart. I could not see myself with somebody my age ever again. Ever again. And like I said, in my case, I'm happily married, so I can see that because of marriage. But if I weren't married, no, hell no. I'll let all you dudes that want to be, I need somebody close to my age so we can go old together. I can grow old with my young wife. I'm good. I don't need both of us to be in wheelchairs next to each other. I'm good. I don't need both of us to have cataracts. I'm good. I don't need both of us to be walking on a cane. I'm good. Y'all go ahead and grow old together. Look good on television. Look good on the news when they say Mr. So-and-so and Miss So-and-so was married for 86 years. That's y'all. That's cute. As for Andre, Yeah, y'all go with that one, man. See, I have nothing in common with a woman my age. Neither do I. Neither do I. See, all the women my age look like grandmas because they are. Oh, man, y'all some monsters, man. You dudes are some monsters. He said, because they are. He said, stay off Facebook dating. They sent me nothing but nightmares. Nightmares of the night. Nightmares. Shout out to Dana Dane in Nightmares. Don't. Oh, goodness gracious. All right, gentlemen, let me let you guys enjoy the rest of your evening. I'm about to give you guys a cowgirl outro. And I'll be seeing you guys mañana. See you guys tomorrow night with another episode of Andre and Andrea's Love Crossing Borders.